running and throwing defensively, but coming in against a struggling Monarch team. So will they take care of business and do it, or will they have that mental letdown that you can see in high school teams?
Yeah, it's every year is different. It seems like with the high schools, you kind of get who you have coming at you, and Poudre has come in and really been impressive these first couple of games, and this should be a tough game for both teams, especially for Monarch. I think you said you were talking to the coaches a little bit, and they're a little young, huh?
They're a younger team. They're a little bit shy in experience, but we know that over the years, that's traditionally Monarchs had a very good football program, and look for that to not be more than a 1-year thing. But if you got to play the team you got, so they're out there and learning, and Poudre could say, well, that was us last year.
Yeah, it was, and Poudre has looked really. Poudre and specifically Rocky have looked really, really tough this year. We haven't seen Rocky but once, but they won a big game on the road last week. Tomorrow night we have Fossil Ridge here against Mountain Range, homecoming game. And Fort Collins travels to Windsor for a big game that will.
That's going to be interesting for Northern Colorado, especially for 4A. You've got a chance. Collins, a gritty win last week against Fossil Ridge, and a W that they sorely needed because Windsor, is over there waiting for them. And we'll see how that goes out. We see the Poudre captains have made it out in the field, and looking down there at midfield, we've got number 28, Jack Walby, one of their leading receivers, and actually just as leading receivers, got 14 touches so far. Tanner Pierrick, number 42, is down there. You're gonna see the kids that they do rotate them around. Also, both Alex Romero, 79, one of their outstanding senior linemen. Alex Romero playing both ways for a couple of years now for Coach McVicker.
So we're going to go ahead and take a break before the national anthem. We'll be back after these messages.
Thanks to First Bank and Apple Pay, I can easily buy stuff using my phone. Thanks to my driverless car, I can't figure out how to change this song.
Apple Pay, now at First Bank.
Our clearance event with 0% APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
We don't have horses.
Yeah, we do. In this story.
I like that story.
At our annual clearance event, get great deals on tough Toyota trucks, like 0% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2015 Tundra. For more great deals, visit Toyota.com.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Pam, and I am UC Health. I find the most rewarding thing about working at University of Colorado Health is that the system really truly cares about patients and outcomes. We are sincerely involved and engaged in making sure that our community is as healthy as possible.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
So there's the flag tonight. We just had the national anthem played from the press box. Do not have a band here tonight. So, you get all kinds of things on these Thursday night games. Yep. And sometime typically, not typically, but occasionally you don't have a band. And so we didn't have that. So here comes Monarch. And, boy, look at 99 run across there.
Yeah, he's a football player. I was down on the field beforehand, looked at him. I mean, that as a younger team, they've
got to be 6'5" at least.
They've looking around there. That's their tight end, Ryan Webb. He was a good player for him last year, the senior. The rest of the captains out there also for, like I said, Tanner Pierrick, number 24, number 28, Jack Walby, number 44, Dylan Foster, an excellent two-way player, leads the Impalas in tackles. Romero, 79, as talked about before, and then number 24, Jason Woolridge. Across the way, captains coming out for Monarch, besides number 99, we just mentioned, Webb, number 31. Logan Burgess, senior DB. Number 23 is Ethan Stansberry, another senior defensive back. And number 53, Ian Scott, defensive lineman, senior.
Number 23, Ethan Stansberry. Number 31, Logan Burgess. Number 99, Ryan Webb. And number 53, Ian Scott.
Nice night out here on the field, too. Just as a great night to play, Randy. If you're looking for a night to play in Colorado, boy, these early fall games are awesome. You said the sun right now is kind of a factor on the field. It's going to be setting away here pretty. Looks like the folks on the east side got a little bit of break with some cloud cover.
Good shot there of the captains by our cameraman tonight, Ethan Dayton.
Proud 2013 graduate of the Poudre School District system.
Yes.
Well, that's one of the nice things about this. What a great privilege it is for us to bring these games, all these athletes here that in this system, so many kids to get to go on and play at another level next year. So we see the result of the Monarch did win the toss, they're going to receive. So Poudre will be kicking off and defending that north end zone. So we're about ready for some football.
I don't think we have any competition tonight in our broadcast at all. I think this is the only really big football game going on in Colorado, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we're going to go with, and we're going to stick with that. And, thanks to you for tuning in. But either way, like I said, Poudre's off to a good start this year, 3-0. Start getting them some votes.
Yeah.
Possibly cracking the top 10. Rocky Mountain did that this week at number 10. They've got a big game tomorrow night at Legacy, which will go a long ways towards determining how the conference goes.
And there's your Poudre Impalas, folks. Coming out in their gray and blue and white and hard-to-read numbers.
Good-looking uniforms, except for trying to read those. And we get no sympathy from anybody on that, and we understand it. But boy,
we'll do our very best.
But you get a lot of views of them this year, and we're glad to bring it to you. And like I said, tomorrow night we've got Mountain Range visiting up here for Fossil Ridge and their homecoming. And Fossil Ridge has a chance to get a W there on homecoming night as they did last year, and they did it right in the last moments last year. Back deep now, number 31 for the Coyotes, Logan Burgess, one of the captains we talked about. Single set safety back there.
So we play 4 12-minute quarters here in Colorado football, high school version, Monarch, Poudre, Fort Collins, Colorado, French Field. Here's my partner, Mr. David Haase.
So Austin Davis tees it up, middle of the field. Good strong leg. A lot of great kickers in history in this town, that's for sure. But we look at what an advantage that is for a team if you can keep that return. And any coach that will tell you if he can keep them inside the 25 on a return cover is happy for it. But when you've got somebody who can put it in the end zone consistently, that's quite the weapon, making somebody march 85 yards. And then takes that big play, away, like we saw Poudre start off against Collins this year on the opening kickoff, went back for 72 yards for a touchdown. A little delay here as we kind of get things set. Which they never tell us why, but
the Poudre High School athletic director down there, and she's directing some traffic a little bit with something going on.
Yeah. All right, now they wound it up. Said Austin Davis again, the kicking off here.
So the best thing to do tonight would be to watch this game on your mobile device and watch that other game on TV.
One playing in the KC Mo area?
Yeah.
Now we got permission to start. So the White Hat has made his whistle's gone. Davis can tee it up and kick it now and steps back.
This could be a really quick game because Monarch is all about running the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's their style, and I think Poudre certainly will if they can. Davis approaches, low line drive kick to be taken by Burgess at the 5. Straight up the middle, makes one man miss. Big collision, though, right in the middle of the field. Somebody stepped up and delivered a pretty good blow, Randy. That was a nice tackle.
And that was a big blow on both parts.
Yeah, young man running hard and a young man tackling.
Yeah.
That's why you play this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure either one of them bargained for that, but that's what they got.
Some of those starters out there on that line. Number 99, Geller McCuller for the Impalas. 54 is Weston Mayer. Also, Alex Romero, number 79, was talked about, a great two-way player. I believe also 78, Tyler Lawrence next to him in the interior line. Handoff right away, run play up the middle. Number 8, starting quarterback Anthony Beck. They're going to play Beck a little bit. They'd already played McIntyre, the junior, too. So we may see a couple quarterbacks tonight. Most of the ball is going to be carried by Alex Bradfield, number 25. He's got the stats for them so far this year, but Randy, as you expect, with a couple of tough losses, they don't really have the stats piled up yet. Gain of maybe 2 on the first down.
And Beck is 9 for 21 on the short season, so they've only thrown 22 passes in two games, so that tells you a lot right there.
They'd really rather not. And they use the double wing or the bunch formation, single back generally right behind the quarterback. Makes it tough for the linebackers. Toss sweep as it comes around the corner. And I think they're going to have a tough time tonight against Poudre, because Poudre's strength in that front seven. I mean, I like their secondary and the way they tackle, but boy, up front, I mean, you got Dylan Foster free to run. That's one thing linebackers love. You got those big guys in front of you like Lawrence and McCuller. They've got reasons to keep them occupied. And boy, Dylan Foster's leading the team in tackles with 24. And he's got room to run behind guys and staying clean, as coaches want to say.
Well, and Poudre is not a prototypical Fort Collins City team like we've seen in the past. They do have size, and they can really compete with some of the Denver teams as far as their size.
Yep, physically now Beck rolls out, man open side, but he overthrows him. He had his tight end open, would not have been much of a gain.
He had a little piece of grass there on his when he got done, he was picking himself up. So
not much room there to go. Beck's a pretty good sized quarterback.
He is.
Single back there now. We got 2 receivers back to take this punt. One of those, that ball's going to come out of the shadows up in the sun and back down, so it's kind of a night to pay attention here for a little bit longer. Still has some sun influence the field. Good snap. Nice kick.
Nice kick.
Taken here on the near sideline.
Kind of out-kicked his coverage a little bit.
A little bit there, but got downfield nicely. Number 44 for the Coyotes. Downfield covering that kick, Trey Storm, sophomore linebacker. Dylan Marsh, number 3, with the return. So James Campbell, though, has kind of been that story. Last year as a sophomore starter and split some time, but had a decent season. But this year he's really started to come out on his own, hasn't he?
He has, and we even got to see a little bit of Troy McFadden,
they're in
sophomore
good hands.
quarterback, and he came in. And
you got to have 2. Just talk about injuries so far in this town. You look at, with Collins losing their starter and Noah Merrill, and Corey Lang coming in playing well. But now Campbell's back, single set next to him. Bunch that trips the tight to the formation left side. Just a straight run to the outside. This is going to come back. I think it's an illegal formation. Campbell's going to go untouched around the end. Still not caught. Going down the far sideline. Outrunning everybody until he goes out of bounds at about the 20. I don't think there's anybody doubting this is coming back, though.
Yeah.
That was a brand new formation. I hadn't seen them play that yet this year, but Randy, they had trips over there with the tight end, so they basically had an overloader to that side of the wide.
Wall o' people, huh?
Yes, and a lot of gray and blue going, but they all unfortunately got to come back, and it negated about a 50-yard run on first down.
Well, that was almost just a student
body
left with the quarterback running, and you know a little bit about that in the Big 8, don't you?
Yeah, that's back in the day, and you get somebody in front of you, kind of just a lead option or a load option. There was certainly no pitch coming that time, but you had everybody out in front of them. They had a great seal.
Well, you just keep it simple, and you only use – in football is different than other sports. You kind of only use what you need, at any given time. You don't really want to show everybody everything you have.
No, and I imagine they could keep it simple tonight. They certainly will. So out there on the far side, Mason Morton, 87, Walby and Woolridge also in the game. Schoeniger also on the field. Foster set to the left of Campbell. Same play going on the left side again. They got this corner. Once again, Campbell makes the edge, gets downfield. Enough for first down yardage, gained about 18. So they didn't have a way to figure that one out first time. I don't think they said, well,
Coach said if we can get 50 on the first one, even if we only get 25 on the second one, we'll be good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
They got about 15, so.
Number 70, Dayton Lucero, into the game now.
And don't you feel like Coach McVicker is kind of coming into his own, too, with his guys? And been there a couple of years now, and he's kind of settling in, and you're kind of seeing more his team and probably what he sees as the future of Poudre football.
Walby here nights on the trips to the right side again with Morton on the line, far side's Woolridge. Campbell, same play, run to the right side this time again. Foster out front, just sweep right. Now he's around the edge. Going to be hauled down after a gain of about 16, 17. And I think that was half the turf monster and half of falling down. I mean, the defensive back would have had him, but he kind of stumbled when he tried to make his cut.
Well, you know, he only played a little over half last game. His legs look fresh, don't they?
Yeah, yep. So the yards per carry right now for Poudre is pretty good. 2 plays and gain of about 40.
And Campbell's a wonderful passer. I mean, he threw some tremendous balls last.
Yeah, no, he's a dual threat quarterback, which is such a big deal on the high school level. Morton in motion across the back, like a little quick little pull there. A little trap play, not much going that time. I think they kind of ran that one. Nice job of
43 there.
43 coming up for the Coyotes and making a nice play. Now there's Ben Fuchs, the junior linebacker, stepping up that time. I just kind of looking on that play, 62. Keith Patrick just pulled and a little trap play kind of come around from the right guard spot behind the center. But the execution wasn't quite there. Twins both sides now for Campbell. Foster still set next to him. Jet sweep give around the right edge.
Good quick cut there.
Yeah, that just knows how he's running the ball down there. Walby again on the jet sweep and turn upfield, first down yardage.
Well, you know, Poudre coming out, they look like a legitimate 5A top 10 team, really.
Yep.
If you start looking at them, each week they look a little more like it. And, you know, you can always say, well, you don't know about the competition, the first game and different things like that. But
3 or 4 games you can start telling.
Yeah, we've been watching this now 3 games. And
yeah, it's not a mistake. That trip formation again to the left, all in tight. And it's the same play again this time. Campbell's taking off around the side running, finds a little crease, but hauled down after a gain of about 3.
Well, you know, if they can come down and score and only use up 2 plays, basically, that's a big advantage for Poudre.
It's about as vanilla as it can get, and right now they're doing it. Erickson coming off the field right now, number 32.
And obviously Monarch will make some adjustments.
Well, it's one of the things. It's like a hammer looking for a nail. Until you stop it, they're going to keep driving that in. They're going to keep running that play. Second and about 7, but you've got to find a way to stop that. And then that, you know what, that's going to set up something else. That'll set up a pass play. That'll set up another different counter plays. Jet sweep fake, give it to Foster straight up the middle, go for about 6. Strong run right up the middle.
Close to a first down.
Yep.
Coach Bravo has had a lot of success here at Monarch. And
yeah. Good staff, long-term staff over there. Third about 3. Going into the south end zone, boys. It's a beautiful night here at French Field. Watching us on PSD TV Channel 10 or streamatsports.com. Reed gives up the middle. Foster breaks around the outside. First down yardage for the Impalas.
Principal at Monarch is Dr. Jerry Anderson, athletic trainer Alex Esposito, head coach Phil Bravo, and a slew of assistant coaches.
Yeah, that's one of the big things now for high school football. You know, you got 8 or 10 on your staff. You need to just for all the
right.
way you're going to go through it.
Athletic director for Poudre is Kendall Wilson. We mentioned her. Kathy McCay is the principal, and Kaylee Petrie is the athletic trainer.
Walby and Peony down here on the right side into the right near sideline. Campbell pulls the read, pulls it back out of the stomach of Foster, slips around 1. Nice pursuit that time. That's the way to get to the ball carrier that time. Good tackle.
You know,
on the
Campbell
play.
Looks like he knows he's only going to have about a half.
Yep. Stansbury making another tackle. Yeah.
He says.
Well, and was
Monarch's got something else to say about that. Obviously,
the first quarter is about halfway over. We've not seen a pass attempted. There's less than 6:20 to play here in the first quarter. And if you do this 2 or 3 times and makes for a very short game. And what it does, it takes your opponents out of the game because they don't get that many possessions.
And one of the things that's key for Poudre is to get a lead because Monarch is not a prolific passing team.
Campbell pulls it away. This steps up line. Nice job, though, shooting the gaps this time.
Yeah, they figured some of that out now.
Yeah, Coyotes step right up there. The Coyotes, they're now without a little bit of size themselves. Number 79, John Kelsey, right up there in the middle. He can drop the anchor. That's what you've got to have against that kind of inside running. You can't give away a gap there. All of a sudden, have somebody a chance to run through it. A kid like Campbell, as we know, he can accelerate. You get him out in the open, he's going to outrun most other kids on the field. So 3rd and goal now from the 6. Morton in the slot to the left. What a weapon of size a tight end he is. Campbell looks to his right side in the end zone, fires it in. Going to be caught. I think he's going to be in the end zone. Caught it in the end zone coming out, but ball was received by then. Number 28 for the Impalas takes in. Walby takes in his 15th reception of the year, and that one's for a touchdown.
It's hard to tell if he got over the line or what. But
yeah, he caught it right there, and the side judge was right on top of it. I think he just let him make sure he caught it, but Davis Lynn for the PAT. Woolridge the holder.
It's about as efficient a passing as you can get, isn't it?
Yep. Nice job that time, and just a nice methodical drive. As you said, Randy, they didn't do many things other than run it straight downfield.
And that's really all you need. Want to thank our sponsors tonight's game, Pedersen Toyota, UC Health, First Bank, and Schrader Oil. Also want to thank Rocky Mountain Youth Sports, who handles the junior teams for our area for some of the high schools. Had tryouts this last week, so one of our colleagues, Mr. Cody McCoy, will be coaching one of the 8th grade teams. So, well, good luck to Rocky Mountain Youth Sports in that, and they'll also have some Fever Club teams in the spring that we'll talk about a little bit more at basketball. But I want to thank Dorsey and the gang over there for their sponsorship this year. It's rmyouthsports.com.
So Logan Burgess is back again, deep single setback. 5:22 left here in the first quarter.
Boy, that just grounded up, didn't it?
More than 6.5 minutes on the drive there, and combined with just the quick in and out by the same running attack for the Coyotes.
And I don't see the Coyotes doing much different.
No, and you can't get down.
But they got to hang on to the ball, though.
Yeah, that's the difference here. Burgess back at about his 7. Got a chance to take it straight up the middle, makes one man. Wow. Great hit.
Who's that, 14 or 34, 24? I'm keeping my eye on him until I can see the Burgess.
Yeah. Burgess had the return. That was number 34 coming down making the hit, Aaron Diaz-Prieto. Good, solid play. Of course, there's a flag. We had already had one return play without a flag, so can't do that twice in a row.
That's our quota for the night.
That's a personal record, isn't it, here for us? Some of those other kids out there in defense, though, for the, as we talked about, Erickson, Walby, Woolridge, a lot of two ways on the outside, as some of the high schools do. Number 34, Aaron Diaz-Prieto, we talked about that big hit. He just made it linebacker. Holding call. Defensive lineman number 70 out there, Dayton Lucero. Said Weston Mayer, 54. You see Tyler Lawrence, you'll see Romero. They'll be going in and out there just to keep themselves fresh. Also along number 75, Nathaniel Sarmiento, as we talked about before. Those are the guys inside, Sarmiento along with Lucero. And also number 71, Diaz Montoya. Those are the guys that let those linebackers run free.
Well, their offensive line is big enough to block, that's for sure.
Yeah. Bunch formation again, motion run right side. Give right up the middle of the fullback, trying to be a little tricky there. Like I say, if you don't play your assignment in a bunch formation or the double wing, they're gone. They're right by you because the whole defense, you got eight or nine people within 5 yards of the ball. And you see that happen. If you remember last year when Monarch came up here and popped a big couple pass plays at the end, I'm trying to remember who that was against. Was that Fossil or Collins?
Yeah, it was Fossil Ridge.
It was Fossil Ridge, and all of a sudden became a game. Gain of about 2 on first down.
And Monarch, this is just their second year, I believe, at 5A and football, if
I think
I'm
you're
not
right.
mistaken.
Yep. Sweep around the left side this time, gets the edge, gets by a few people. Nice hard tackle coming across by Woolridge, but
good hard run too.
Not after a gain for first down yardage by number 20, Sam Lopez, the senior. And that's part of what it does when you get that bunch formation. Your linebackers, everybody's in there pretty tight, And if you get that corner, there's not a lot of support. And those defensive backs have got to run the angles. They've got to turn downfield and not let somebody get ahead of you. Snap over the head. Beck's going to go back covered at about his 3-yard line. The only thing he could do.
Yeah, it was too close to the goal line to try to pick it up because you'd be giving up a touchdown there if you don't pick it up.
No way to get cute. No time to do that. And now they're going to put themselves in a situational problem because that is not an offensive set that'll let you take the ball downfield. So that's going to bring up second and about.
And I think that ball
26.
just went through the quarterback's hands. I don't think that was a bad snap even.
Timing wise, they've got to get out past the 31-yard line, and they're snapping it on about the 3. What they'd like to do mostly right now is make sure they get out beyond the 10-yard line so they got plenty of room to punt.
Coach Bravo's saying, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, every coach does. Faking to get in the backfield. The ball's on the ground. It's going to be a touchdown by Poudre. So Monarch tried to do a double handoff, tried to do a trick play in their own end zone, and they paid for it because it was a handoff and tried to do another handoff. If I saw it correctly, I think I did, but there's a give to the front back, and then the wing back coming across is going to get it going around, following the quarterback to the right side. And then
but in that offense, that's more of a common play. It's not as much of a gadget play as you would see maybe in a pro set or something like that. But still, that's for my money, I think I'm going to give it to the fullback running up the middle a couple of times.
You're going to have two handoffs in the same play deep in your own. Like I say, you're in the end zone, the ball in on the ground. I couldn't even remember who got the touchdown, but the ball was on the 1-yard line. You just had to pick it up and walk in. Davis's PA tick is up and good, so it is a 14-0 lead now for the Impalas.
3:34 left here in the first quarter. Randy McCoy, David Haase here with you. Thank you so much for watching us here on Comcast Channel 10, PSD TV 10, and also Stream It Sports. Our executive producer tonight, Phil Mildren. I'm producing here. David Haase, your play-by-play, and we got Ethan on the camera. So had a great volleyball game the other night. Went down to the 5th final set.
Yep.
And extra point. I don't know what they call it in volleyball, but it was extra points. And Rocky hit a ace to win the game.
Yep, big one to get through. And then we see Poudre, speaking of the Impalas, they beat Fairview in volleyball this week, that's a big win for that program. We saw the Singh girl, the senior setter for them, had 35 assists.
Wow.
Which is a monster number in high school. Davis now teed up, waiting for the referee, gives his signal.
Sam and Marty did a great job Tuesday night, along with Cody. Yeah. It's our Tuesday night team. They did an awesome job.
So Burgess wants it back now for his 3rd return of the quarter. This one a little off the foot. It's going to hit and drive, pounces up and goes into the end zone, bounced off the return man, which in high school football, that's not a muff. That is just that's a touchback.
So Monarch really needs to look up and say, hey, we're in a football game tonight.
Yeah, and if they don't get something done this drive, that was just a horrible time to have something. You're down a touchdown, then basically giving up. But that play call is pretty tough at what they had to do. So back out there on offense again. They got the ball at their 20-yard line. Beck sets him up. Actually fakes the give, goes around the right side himself, takes it forward. He's pretty good size running back himself.
He's big enough to run the ball for sure.
Well, and I think you want to put it in your best athlete's hand as often as you can. They actually broke formation that time too. Woolridge on the tackle for the Impalas. So out of the shotgun now, kind of breaking formation. Still have everybody bunched up around it. Basically took him back. This is the same thing again. Now Poudre just came forward. Poudre just came forward on that one. Didn't wait. They kind of saw the play coming. Diaz Prieto got the tackle on that one. And until they show you some reason they're going to pass or they put some receiver away, those corners, Randy, can all stand, get very close to the line of scrimmage. And that's a slow developing play. He had no intention of giving that ball away. That was just a short fake and looking to run. There wasn't much subterfuge on that one. So 3rd and 7, back to the bunch formation. Short motion comes back and sets. And a timeout's going to be taken by the Monarch Coyotes. And we'll take one up here in the booth and see you in a minute.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Jill, and I am UC Health. Laughter clubs bring people together in ways that are unmatched. It helps you decrease stress. It helps you relax more. So at UC Health, they allow us to embrace the community, embrace our members, and do some really wonderful things.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Randy McCoy, David Haase here. You see on the screen there our Twitter handles. So if you want to follow us for all the latest information on our broadcast schedule or any other things, we retweet a lot of things from a lot of the writers around the state here. So make sure you go out and add us to your Twitter crowd.
So back now, 3rd and 7. Monarch's got to cross the 30-yard line for a first down. Stacked I formation, toss to the right side. He's got a chance to get upfield. Nice job of tackling downfield, though, and they're going to be about a foot short. Just short of the 30-yard line, yard to gain. But Monarch's jumping quickly back into formation. I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, see what kind of spot they got.
Pretty decent one. It's still just short. Like I said, we call it the Maryland I where I come from. That's fullback right up in front, right next to him. A stacked I, some. Tossing into the right side. This time he's going to get it, crosses the 30. So,
that's a good call,
I like it too.
The momentum is going to get you that short.
Yeah.
A lot of times a fullback right up the middle that doesn't have enough time to run full speed.
And he's going forward. It's not a slow developing play. You're right.
Yeah, and so unless somebody breaks through the backfield, then you're in trouble. But Monarch was able to pull that
Monarch's got
off.
a pretty good size offensive line too. They're just driving the ball, trying to stick with it. They got to move the clock. Sweep around the left side this time.
Good
One
cut.
cut upfield. Nice tackle.
But even a better tackle.
Yeah, that was a great job of fighting off a block at the same time.
That's old Dylan Foster.
Yeah, it came across there and just had a chance to make the block, but they fought it off and kept his outside leverage. Did not let that ball carrier go outside of him. Brought him down after they actually didn't give him a gain at all. Might have lost a half a step. So second down, clock running. We're down to minute 17 in the first quarter here, so don't go away too long. You'll miss a lot of this game. Double wing formation. Beck fakes it, looks downfield. He's got a man on the right side open. Lays it up over the top. There's going to. If the ball wasn't overthrown, there wasn't contact. The defensive back was certainly beat, and it was a pretty good pass, just a little long, but.
That was the kind of according to the view that you had from up here. It looked like they were bumping and grinding all the way down, but the official was right there, and he could see that they weren't really.
Yeah, there's some separation.
Doesn't look like anybody's.
No harm, no
too
foul.
Unhappy.
Well, that Beck threw a pretty good ball that time, just barely out of the reach of the receiver, but he was certainly downfield, and you got to like that play call on second down, but now on third down, certainly a passing situation. 3rd and 10, got to cross the 40. And they give it to Bradfield going to the right side. He's got the edge, Randy. He's got a chance to make one miss. Does two. Cuts up field. Getting near midfield. Nice run.
Very good run.
Yeah, good patience that time, too. Alex Bradfield, the junior, going around the right side. Kind of just contra to what you would think on 3rd and 10, and they picked it up.
Well, we talked a little bit last week. A lot of these teams get in trouble because they can't hold on to the ball long enough to give their defense a break or anything. And so
very good
Monarch needs to hang on to the ball. That could be some of their best defense.
Shotgun formation again. Beck takes that field, runs, tries to hurdle.
And a hold
goes
probably
down, and the referee throws the flag down there near the 44. Some of those young men out there on that blocking for those Coyotes. 65, Sam Hoswell. Number 53 out there, Ian Scott. 99, we talked about Ryan Webb, tight ends, done some good things. It wasn't a target yet. I expect to see him happening, but also out there, 57, Garrett Beck, Jr. Actually, his call is going to be against Poudre, so that'll be a first down.
We don't see that much on a running play.
No, somebody basically just grabbed and held on and wasn't a ball carrier and influenced the play.
38 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Shotgun formation again. Beck is back. Give going on the left side. Nice job of penetration that time. Really kind of upset the play.
And there's a block in the back right there in front of.
Well, I'll tell you that time, Randy, number 78, Tyler Lawrence, came across and just kind of blew up the play right away. Didn't let that running back have much of a chance to get his speed going. All for naught anyway, though.
I'm assuming that was a block in the back.
And you assumed correctly. gives and takes. I mean, they still have the first down, but moves them back across midfield.
They have not been able to complete a pass. And of course, Poudre has only had one drive, which they drove the length of field for pretty much the length, 65 yards or so.
Also out there for the offensive line now tonight, Ben Cole, 73, and 54, Tyler Kretsch, sophomore offensive lineman. Playing across from another sophomore for Impalas, Weston Mayer. Pretty good battle they'll have for the next couple of years. Lawrence again gets in there, just misses the tackle. I'll tell you what, for a big, strong defensive lineman, number 78 right now, Tyler Lawrence for the Impalas, he's going through there like somebody's just doing that Olay block.
Yeah, he is, but he hasn't been able to wrap up. And what you hope doesn't happen is there's so much pursuit that Monarch gets out on the side of one of these and takes it to the house. We've seen that happen. So anyway, after one quarter, our score, Poudre 14, the Monarch Coyotes 0. We'll be back in a moment.
Who wants more peas?
This is the most hilarious commercial.
It is.
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads.
Go away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Go forward.
Selfie. No. Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away. Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
See the officials conferring there at the between the quarters here. We were just laughing at that First Bank commercial. Not a lot of commercials that are real amusing, but that is one
That's
that
a pretty
is
good
very,
one.
very amusing.
Embarrassing with our technology, isn't it? Mostly for us older folks. Speak for myself. I know you're going to say it, so go ahead.
No. I turned over a new leaf.
Okay. So second and about 19 for the Monarchs. They need to get it down close
or the
to 30.
Coyotes.
Excuse me, the Monarch Coyotes. As I look out the window, trying to get that
they
yard
want to
marker.
be known as the Monarchs.
No, I know that's not good. Beck throws the man on the outside. He's got his tight end
my
open.
Gosh.
And that was a bad spot, kind of looking back into it there and just didn't put it away. McCuller had room to go, didn't he?
Well, I'd like to see what he did with those two little defensive backs.
The defensive back. That's what coaching overtakes your good sense, because when you get a big target like him, like Mason Morton is for the Impalas, McCuller can turn up field, and you've got to get to his body. You're not going to hit him around the shoulders and bring him down.
Well, that's a good risk play because, that's probably 50-50 that he's going to get by two of those young kids. And somebody would have caught up with him probably, but.
Walby out there in the right corner. I know they give them all they got, but sometimes size just wins. Beck again down the middle is going to take it down. He's got a man wide up on the right side, throws it out of bounds, and he's upset right away. He kind of just knew late, because he had his receiver, number 23, going down the right sideline, and he was deep and all alone. Ethan Stansberry, he had his chance there, but that ball just floated away. As you said, it had some edges to it. It wasn't a pretty spiral.
No, it was not. And
I think he just jumped. He saw him open. He kind of rushed the throw. Didn't have his feet set. He kind of had to flip his feet and had to move it. Either way, Beck is now back to punt. Good snap. Unfortunately, that ball went out of bounds, probably close to midfield. Just a straight shanker off the right of the foot. We've seen every punter do it. Whole lot of coaches on the sideline for Poudre trying to help that side ref, tell him where that ball went out of bounds. Somehow they're a little further upfield than he is, but either way, the Paul's are going to start about their own 35-yard line.
I think it was Elser, number 1, either 1 or 4. I can't. For Monarch, who just punted.
Oh, was it? I thought it was the quarterback.
No, it wasn't. It was not that we wanted to.
Nope, you're
call
right.
out that young man for that kick, but I'm sure he'll kick some good ones before the game's over.
No, that's not a problem. I saw him warming up. They can do it, but now
he had another one that was a real. He boomed one earlier too.
Yep.
So
no, there's not a punter that hasn't had that moment. So the Impalas break the sideline huddle. Leo, number 6 on the far side, top of your screen. Schoeninger down here. Campbell gives back in the backfield. If that's Erickson, I think it is with the ball that time. Yep, 32. Powers head for about 3. Some of those Coyotes down there playing that front line for tonight. Joey Brower, number 79.
if Poudre can come out here and get this third win, that's really going to get this town talking a little bit.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Rocky's playing tonight as well, I believe.
Yeah, down at Legacy. Big game down there. That really has front range leader written all over it with that win. Campbell pulls the ball out and fake rolls his right side. He's got broken contain. He's got a man downfield, just kind of short arm that time. Didn't get much on it. And a good job that time. Easton Hall, defensive lineman, number 88 for Monarch, and also number 48, just getting downfield, making plays, just getting in that passing lane. That's Max Lachek.
Well, Monarch they're a little bit like Fort Collins. They're going to come and compete, and they're used to winning in a lot of sports. So,
yeah.
You're
exactly right.
They're going to come down here and they're going to give it all they got. And you're seeing this drive, their defense kind of bowing their neck a little bit now.
A stoppage of play, so we have a timeout taken by the Impalas. So the Impalas leading 14-0, 11:04 here in the second quarter. We'll take a break.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer.
5, Legacy 2.
No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So we're back here.
Great night for football here at French Field.
Yeah, it's just the right amount of coolness. Randy McCoy, David Haase here with you. Ethan Dayton on the camera.
Some rotation in there on that defensive line now, too. I see Angel Villarreal, 5'10", 61. They left him as a freshman. Campbell rolls his right, trying to get away. He's going to get forced to throw the ball back across his body. That was a very risky throw. He saved himself from having to be tackled, but a nice job that time by the Coyotes defense. He's going to force the punt. Davis will fall back. He'll be punting from about his own 24, 25-yard line.
Well, I think Poudre caught the Coyotes off guard a little bit on that first.
Yeah, that one play design, which they haven't gone back to, but they really made that work. So back deep now, Zach Stockbauer, number 2 for the Coyotes. Davis looks like punting inside his own 25. Low snap, has to bounce, has to hustle to get that off. Oh, I tell you what.
I don't know how that ball got through there.
No, I number 23 right there, Stansberry, he stopped. He thought he was almost going to run, and he hesitated just for a second. He had to run through it because a nice job by Davis just doing the one-hop shortstop version of catching that ball and just getting it downfield and a couple of Impala bounces. That ball made it all the way down to the 16-yard line. So quite a fortunate break that time for the Impalas. Beck will be back in the shotgun again. Tight left with the wing back and the fullback. Fakes again, runs right up the middle. And the fumble, the ball's on the ground. All the Poudre players are jumping up saying they got it. And so do the officials.
And that's all that counts, doesn't it?
No, that play right now, there's just no real fake in that play. Beck is already looking downfield, Randy, and in the back, he's kind of delaying. He needs to just do that handoff, put it in the belly, and then pull it out and take off. And he's kind of looking for his spot to go. And they're bringing everybody to the party there. And I know he's giving a great effort, and sometimes the ball just gets popped out, but a little bit quicker on that execution will help them a ton. So Poudre's out there. First down on the 18-yard line. Campbell back in the shotgun. Twins trips to the right side of the top here. Schoninger down here left side by himself. Pulls it away from the running back fake. Dodges around 2 or 3 defenders. Still up on his feet. Gets inside the 5. Dragging down towards the goal line. Just short. Just a nice, you almost want to call it a scamper. He just took his time and picked a couple spots and made a couple of cuts. A very patient run that time by James Campbell. Gained about 15. First and goal now from the 3. And a great job that time by the offensive line for the Impalas, too, just holding their blocks. He had plenty of time to go downfield and look. Shotgun again. Foster set to his left. Low snap, gives it to Foster up the middle. He's going to just fall into the end zone pretty much. Just a nice front, but followed right behind Morton, number 87. who is a tight end, but it's as big as many tackles you're going to see playing anywhere this year. Drove it in for the 6. So Dylan Foster gets the touchdown, puts the lead out 20-0. PAT pending. Woolridge the holder. Good snap. Kick is up. And good. So as we kind of feared tonight with a pretty young Monarch team not having a good start this year, there's a reason they're 0-2, and it's a young team, we know it, and a team that's running right now on all cylinders in the Impalas.
Yeah, they are, and again, I don't think anybody, I'm sure Coach McVicker saw this coming, but most other people didn't. They really didn't know what year 2 would be with Coach McVicker's squad. You saw glimpses of things last year because they were young last year, and a lot of young men got to play, and now we're seeing the fruit of that this year.
And I'm not terribly surprised because seeing this back in my middle school coaching days here in the district, this year's junior class, that was a bunch of good football players they've got from both Wellington, CLP, and Lincoln, and a big physical bunch, and it's showing. Thanks to our super fan from the Fort Collins Lambkins, Eric Sampson. We know that the Collins softball team tonight playing Legacy, they won 5-2, and we know across the way that Fossil Ridge was leading number 1 Mountain Range early in the game at Fossil number 7 playing number 1 in girls softball tonight, so hopefully they got to hold on. Davis this time low driving kick, bounces at about the 5. Hits one of the players. It's still a live ball, obviously, trying to get upfield. Burgess makes one miss, but he's going to be down inside the 15-yard line. That's what I don't like about having a single returner back on the goal line, Randy. It's every coach's prerogative to do something different, but that ball dropped over there and there's nobody near it, and Burgess had to run about 15 yards to come around to catch it. And he didn't get it till it was on the ground. It was short, but over the top of the front back. And
well, we've seen this. We saw this last week. Some of the young men a little lackadaisical when that ball's, and it's not a punt.
No,
it's different.
You got to go like you're on fire. You don't have a chance, and that's why I always like 2 back there, because you always it's easier to run up than it is to run back and get the ball. Having your back on the defense and the guys want to light you up is never a good way to be. So give going around the left side, nice blocking on the outside, good run, almost first down yardage, number 5 for the Coyotes.
And the Coyotes really need to be able to hang on the ball here. They've had 2 fumbles now that's resulted in 14 points.
And this young man, I apologize right now to every one of his ancestors, but Cole Polliconi.
I think that's pretty close.
Polluconi. But that was a nice run and a great job out in front of him, though. You just call it a reach block. Everybody's got to get around and get the outside leverage, and that time they did. So gain of about 9 on first down. Still back in that tight right formation, low snap. That time Beck just takes it. No fake, which I think is better, but now he's trying to run sideways. Pushing forward.
And I believe he got the first down.
Very close to it. So actually marked him by short, just a little bit short. Clock still running. We're down to 9 minutes left here in the half. Thanks for tuning in here on PSD TV, Channel 10.
So they're going to measure.
They call the timeout. Yeah, we do have an official timeout for the measurement.
What do you think about that?
I thought he had a little bit more momentum there. I think he's going to be just a bit short, but I think you're still batting 1,000. You want to see if you can keep that streak going?
I think he's a half a football short.
Okay.
So we'll see. Yeah, I'm 1 for 1 so far this year. So
we didn't need to let that out.
And do I go to 500? Yep.
Yeah, of course you do.
I meant to say he would get it by a half a football.
You didn't say which half, the front or the back half. The back half is short.
Yeah,
the front half is across.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Thanks again to our sponsors, all making this possible for us to bring you these games. Schrader Oil, First Bank, UC Health, Pedersen Toyota. So 1st and 10 now. Monarch back under center is Beck. Fakes it around. That was a broken play, and he's just going to go down. And just good penetration there from the backside. Once again, number 34 comes based on the backside.
Had a heck of a game so far.
Yeah, Aaron Diaz-Prieto, and
he made that a broken play.
Yeah, he did.
Was right there.
He didn't give a chance to do any kind of chance to make up for it. And after a couple of miscues back there, and that's the thing when you've got that close in. Try to turn around, fake a hand. Your quarterback's going to have to make a quick move, and that was a tough one to get around. Toss up the middle this time, straight like an ISO toss. Straight forward comes the ball carrier. Bradfield again, number 25, gained about 4.
And I think Coach Bravo probably wouldn't mind keep that clock running as well.
Well, yeah, that's sometimes a preservation. Same thing. Slane goes out that time. Ian Slane comes out 41. Erickson in for him, 32. 5 down linemen. Everybody's coming straight forward. McIntyre's in the game now for I didn't even know he came in there. Number 10, McIntyre. He rolls around his left side, try to get rid of the ball, doesn't. He goes down. I think he's still down. Yeah, he is still down on the field on the far sideline. And we're going to have a injury timeout here on the field by the officials. He gained just a few yards, but he is down on the field. And
we'll take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break and come back.
Welcome to our clearance event with 0% APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
Is this what you all mean by these too small?
Yeah.
We don't have horses.
More
Yeah, we
square
do.
than rectangular.
In this story.
I like that story.
At our annual clearance event, get great deals on tough Toyota trucks like 0% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2015 Tundra. For more great deals, visit Toyota.com.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back here.
Coyotes quarterback McIntyre did the roll up left that time. Kind of got taken down hard and kind of got up to one knee, so you more likely to think he just got the old classic football ding. But right now, any kid that gets a blow to the head, now you want to take all the time in the world to make sure that young man's okay before you move him around. Still just kind of wait for him to take your time there. Both the on the 4th down, waiting the punt back for the Impalas on their own 30-yard line. Both receivers back, but he sat up rather quickly, and I think that might have been one of those things where that might have been a little premature. And we talked about it before, but it's a tough game, and they're played by tough kids, Randy. But we have the good fortune of having great medical backup here in town, whether it's OCR and the surgeons, the doctors, and the trainers that all make this, if there's something does happen for a young man out there in the field, that they get great care and attention right away. Now he kind of stands up and just a little woozy, obviously, still. So nice hand over there.
So Beck will most likely come
back in the next series. Elser back to punt now, number 1. Leal and Marsh back now, number 3 and number 6. Good snap. A little bit better punt, taking about the 34-yard line. He's got a chance to break it upfield, and he does. He gets around one man, just the punter to beat down the sideline. And a great job right there. That is textbook open field tackling by Elser. Also plays defense, but he waited down there. He waited for the return man from the Impalas to come to him. He took the bulk of that shot himself, but boy, what a great play and a touchdown-saving tackle. But a great return, flipping the field completely and down to the 26-yard line, inside the 26-yard line of the Coyotes.
Well, the young man, what he did is he anticipated the cutback instead of going with the runner, and he was right there when the cutback. If he wouldn't have been there, it would have been a touchdown.
No, you're right. So, nice job on punt return that time by the Impalas. Gives them good field position. First down on the 25-yard line. Trips to the far side of the field. Schoninger down here, gives the Foster up the middle. He's going to actually Erickson. He bounces it around. Actually going to lose a couple yards on the play. Good penetration that time by the Coyotes. Number 13, Jesse Aguirre, number 22, Alex Scott, both coming across the line of scrimmage. And I keep calling, I don't generally get a chance to, I don't say the years like these kids, but boy, if you look down this roster for Monarch, lots of sophomores and juniors. So 2nd and 11 now for the Impalas. Pass play, look downfield, little flare out pass, good job. Just a good pitch and catch.
It's almost good that just to keep the run loosened up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, well, and Leal just took the quick out pattern. You had the trips out there, and Campbell took his first option and delivered a nice quick pass. You know, he hasn't thrown much yet. You know, and
well, after last week, where he threw a lot and well.
Yeah, so we know he's got a good, accurate arm. So 3rd and 8 now. Schoeninger down here, no coverage over the top of him, safety. He looks at him, he's going to lob it to the end zone, try to go over the top. And excellent play by the defensive back. Well, that was just if that was Burgess back there, yeah, it was. Randy, he just got to the spot. He wouldn't let Schoeninger go over the top of him, and slowed down and kept his body between the ball and the receiver, and incomplete pass. So 4th down, long field goal try from right here. It looks like they're going to try to go for it.
That's a great football play there too by both. And it was a good pass. I mean, it was a good pass.
Yep.
Wasn't.
Here's where it's supposed to be, just an excellent spot, and I want to make sure I've got the right. That might be actually number 21 down there at that corner, and it is. That's Jackson Beck. I don't know how many Beck kids we have on this team, but we got Anthony as a sophomore quarterback, and Jackson's a junior. So 4th down play now. Campbell does look again to the outside. Got Schoeninger, goes the outside, throws it a little low and incomplete wide. So turnover on downs by the Coyotes.
Well, we saw this last week. Campbell kind of went into a little funk in the second quarter, and then all of a sudden he just came out of it. So
because Schoeninger made the break at the 1st down sticks, and that ball was just a little underthrown. He drove it back a little further. He was open. So just a bit of miscommunication there. Short pass or too wide a break. By the way, Monarchs got the ball back, and for them, after the big punt play, big punt return by the Impalas, that's pretty good. So 6:12 left here, trailing by 21-0. Monarchs back out there. Beck at quarterback, as you said. We don't know if we'll see McIntyre again after that injury. Sweep around the left side. Makes a couple guys miss. Nice hit by Woolridge. Joe comes up there, spins him around. So just a short gain for the Coyotes. Beck, like a lot of quarterbacks, they'll go in, especially if they're a single-way player. But he's cleared the offsides there, and he goes over to the quarterback coach or the OC, offensive coordinator, gets his play and jogs back to the huddle, where you see other teams that still do all the signals coming in. Shotgun formation, high snap, just a roll to the right side. Beck turns it up.
What a textbook.
That's one of those careful ones. I think that was Erickson. Yeah, JT Erickson comes up, makes tackle.
That was textbook, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was down low, put his shoulder right in the middle, and Beck tried to go over the top of him. And what Erickson did should be applauded there, because if you've got a player's feet off the ground and he's basically defensive, he could have pile-drived him. And that's your old Dick Butkus back in the day. That's what you like. That is old school football. But now, credit to Erickson just putting him down, making a secure tackle without trying to hurt him.
Are you saying Dick Butkus would have tried to hurt him?
I think he would have did it again. Oh, great move to the outside by Stansfield. Gets around one guy. Going to have 1st down yardage or very close to it.
That's a great cut.
Just a good bounce-out move.
With that, we do want to welcome all our Monarch Coyote fans who are listening tonight on streamitsports.com.
And actually, it was Bradfield. Thought it was Stansbury coming across, but no, it was Bradfield on the carry. That was just a nice move and resulted in a 1st down.
About 50 to 100 fans over on the other side.
Making a fun I-25 drive and an early start. That's just tough for parents to make it up.
From Louisville out there.
Bunch formation. Fake this time. Beck's got a man down the middle. Throws the out to the tight end. Oh, almost tipped and caught by the outside defensive back. He had Webb out there just off his hands. Not a bad pass by the sophomore. But I like that play call. You kind of got to take a shot or two once in a while. Poudre's crowding the line. They got 8-9 people up there, but that just shows the depth of what Poudre's got in their secondary too. From Woolridge to all the kids they rotate in and out of there. Also number 3, Dylan Marsh. These are the guys that make good secure tackles downfield. You got to have a strong secondary if you're going to play in any league out there. Just a quick stop pass.
They're not doing Webb any favors, are they? Or
no,
not
Beck,
Webb, Beck. They're not doing Beck any favors.
He had Bradfield up there and just ran a quick 5-yard stop. The defensive back had given him pretty good cushion, and he just let it go through his hands, just flat simple. Like he tried to turn and run. Coverage that time by Jackson Hamby, the junior, number 15.
Campbell on the sidelines there, kind of warming his arm up a little bit with his.
No, I think that's a good idea. Well, he's not much of a rhythm there.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown much, so throwing football is similar to shooting a basketball. You kind of got to get in the rhythm.
This time Bradfield on the right side. Nice job of falling behind his blocking back. Takes it for a gain of about 9. Takes a big hit at the end. Bradfield's a tough kid. That was just a great run. He let his blocker in front of him kind of just pick his way and took some patience. He found 4 or 5 more yards as he runs off the field here this time. And they're going to go for it again, and I agree with it. It's 4th and very short. We're actually going to have a measurement here on the field, and we'll take a break and come back to see what 4th down happens.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Jill, and I am UC Health. Laughter clubs bring people together in ways that are unmatched. It helps you decrease stress. It helps you relax more. So at UC Health, they allow us to embrace the community, embrace our members, and do some really wonderful things.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Coyotes are just a little short.
Good run by Bradfield. Comes up 4th and short. They just got to get basically across the 43-yard line to get that 4th down. And they've already done this once and towards the middle of the field. Chance here for the Impalas. If they get a stuff here, Randy, you get the ball on your opponent's half the field is a big play. But I completely agree with Monarch. You're down 21. You got nothing to lose. Last time they ran a toss play on this one. Maryland again, 2 fullbacks right close to Beck, the quarterback. Running back deep at 7-8 yards. Waiting for the umpire now. His ball set. Tossing into the left side, straight forward. Boy, he jumps across the line. Just a nice job of getting his feet up because he was going down, but that was number 5 again for the Monarch Coyotes and Cole Policoni.
What a great run.
Yeah. Just pick the spot.
He could have, he kind of got his feet pulled out from underneath him, and he dove for 2 yards. And
he's not a big kid, but he's a tough kid. Sometimes it is the size of the fight in the dog, right?
Yep. 3:44 left now.
Back on this time, the inside run by Policoni turns it back, but nice discipline, staying home on that backside of that defense because everything's coming to the right. Then it's an inside handoff out of that bunch formation. And I think as we see Beck, as just a sophomore, as he starts getting a little more polished with his ball handling, and he won't stare that down quite so much because he stopped to hand it off rather than kind of running by.
Well, we bring up the young quarterback from Fort Collins last year who was so good at
Kyler Sigsby.
Sigsby would just had many people faked out.
Several times where nobody knew where he was going with the ball and whether or not he had it. Actually, quick snap up this time to the fullback. Actually, that's 52. We kind of put a blocking back there. Yeah, actually, number 92 is in the backfield that time for Monarch. Zach Bastres. Just a nice Hamby with a tackle downfield, but one of those take your eyes off the ball for a moment. He ran right by everybody. Gain of about 9, makes 3rd and short.
That's a great call.
Yeah, it really was. And a good snap. I mean, that's not easy. You're not going straight back. Give to Bradfield going his right side, picks his way forward. Very close again to 1st down yardage. And I would imagine.
And this is really Monarch's game.
Oh, yeah.
This is what they want to do. And sometimes you can lull a team to sleep with this style, like you said, and all of a sudden.
Take one downfield.
And he's standing by himself.
So the mark on the far sideline is actually on the other side of inside the 46-yard line going towards that south goal line. And since they're short of it, so it's going to bring up another 4th and short. 2 times before, same formation, like a 2 fullback Maryland I. It's been a toss play both times. Again, toss to the left side. Bradfield picks his way up, easily makes the 1st down. down inside the 45 to the 44. Kind of like Novocaine. They're just going to keep wearing on you, slowly do it, and then somewhere along the way, if you don't come up there and fill a gap, and see.
Well, you can see the athletes they have too.
Yep.
I mean, they've got some guys with some speed and quickness, and
Romero back in the game now for the Impalas. You got to keep changing out your defensive line. Everybody up front. 6 down linemen right now. Beck back, fakes the draw. He's got a man down the right sideline, floats it out there for Stanzik, beat behind, and actually makes the catch. He would have got an interference call too. The defensive back was beaten, and he come back, and Stansbury catches a pretty good pass by Beck, but an even better catch. And the biggest play of the night for the Coyotes gives them a little life, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Ball down at the 11-yard line.
With 1:27 left before halftime.
A little bit of chance to have something happen right before half. If you're the Coyotes, that's a pretty big deal. So first down now back in that Maryland I, that 3 back behind the quarterback Beck under center. 2 tight ends tight. Toss again to the left side. Bradfield steps forward, just kind of student body to the left. Even the quarterback turns around and blocks. Gets inside the 10 down to the 9. They can get a first down, but I think they have a better chance letting the clock run out before they get there down. Where this ball will be snapped right at about a minute here left in the half. 21-0 Poudre leads. Thanks for tuning in here tonight to PSD TV Channel 10 and Streaming Sports. StreamingSports.com/PSD. Going to have a little bit of urgency here, down to 48 seconds for the 45 seconds on the snap, Randy. They only chance that probably won't give the ball back to Poudre, that's for sure. This time Beck just rolls out to his left side, just going to try to get the corner, doesn't get there. Nice pursuit from the right side of the defense for the Impalas. Beck is down hard on the ground. And a timeout's going to be taken by the Coyotes here to stop the clock. With 34 seconds left in the hack, we'll take our timeout too.
Who wants more peas?
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads.
Go away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No! Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Then picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
So as we come back here, 34 seconds left, 3rd down on the 9-yard line.
Good timeout call.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a...
One of those ways here, would you think ahead of this year, if 3rd down doesn't get you down to 1st down in the end zone, would you kick it, Randy? Would you want to just come away with some points?
Yeah, I would. But
just to get the moral victory of getting something not being skunked in that first half, if they get a chance to do it. We'll see what they call here play-wise. This one, this is one of those moments for a young quarterback. It's like, okay, we'd love to have something happen here, but let's don't throw a pick. Let's don't shut ourselves down with something on offense. So you got McCuller out there the far left. Actually, Webb, the big tight end, throws the fade pattern to him in the end zone, and he just throws it out of bounds. He never had a chance. Timing-wise, that just was off. Beck stepped back and threw it, but
I think I would like to have seen
Webb needed to
something
take
come
off.
to the wide side of the field here and see if they couldn't have used some speed.
The same play could have worked on this side of the field. Webb's going to be bigger than anybody that Impalas got on that side. So here comes the kicker out. Elser back. He's also the punter and the defensive outside linebacker. Chance for them to put some points on the board right here before half ends. A good snap. Kick is up. Just missed getting it blocked. And it's good.
Boy, that was a strong kick.
No, Elser really did deliver a bomb clear down through
and he
deep
just
through the
did
end zone.
kind of a 2-step.
Yeah, that was a good pop. So getting on the board right here at the end of the first half, the Impalas give up a long pass play and then stuff the run a couple times there. So just 3 points on the drive, but Monarch, a little bit of give you something to build on going into halftime, showing we can move the ball.
Well, they did move the ball, and Poudre again has 2 touchdowns with the help of getting the ball in the red zone.
Yep.
On fumble one end zone, getting the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, one was
and
a
the other
freebie.
one getting the ball on the 15, 20-yard line and only having to go 20 yards for a touchdown. So
well, I think Coach McVicker's going to go in halftime and say, okay, we've kind of lost our intensity. It's not that they're not playing hard, but, you're comfortably
they're
up.
sleepwalking a little bit,
Yeah.
And they've been up pretty big all year. I mean, they haven't been tested too much.
Yeah, exactly. Woolward single receiver back now.
And I don't know that they've been tested here yet today, but
no.
And I don't know that Monarch how quickly they can score. They've only scored 32 points, I believe, in the first two games.
2 games, yep. Elser will kick back to Woolward's back deep. He's going to have no chance. That ball driven to the back of the end zone.
Boy.
For a touchback. So Elser with a strong leg. Kind of bit of report on the young man from Monarch that took the hard hit. McIntyre, the quarterback, came in and was down. Like we see him over there on the bench. He's sitting up. He's got his pads off. I'm sure he's probably concussion symptoms, and he's just not going to be back in the game the rest of the night.
That's our unofficial report.
Yep. But glad to see that's him over there sitting up and have to go through it. 24 seconds left here. Impalas with twin receivers both sides. Foster sitting back. Campbell in the shotgun. Now goes under center. He's going to take a knee. And that should be the half.
So they're going to just run the clock out here.
Yep. And I think the referee's saying, you can tell me you're going to do that, and I won't let anybody come near you. Can't happen. So after 1 half of play here at French Field, the Impalas lead the Monarch Coyotes 21-3. We'll see you in the third quarter.
Welcome to our clearance event with 0% APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
We don't have horses.
Yeah, we do. In this story.
I like that story.
At our annual clearance event, get great deals on tough Toyota trucks, like 0% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2015 Tundra. For more great deals, visit Toyota.com.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
The first glance feature shows account information with just a swipe, making it easy to keep track of my balance. And I like keeping track of things.
Check your balance with just a swipe on the First Bank mobile app.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
I'm Gina, and I am UC Health. I've had some difficult things to face throughout my career, and part of that was dealing with the cancer journey of both of my parents, and I was diagnosed with cancer myself. There's so much that I can bring to my patients because I do understand, and I think that helps me to be a better cancer doctor.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
Who wants more peas?
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads. Who wants
Go
more?
away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No! Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Then picture.
Bookmark. Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
recognize the hard-working Lincoln Cancer football program and officially welcome them to the Poudre High School family. How about a round of applause for the Lincoln football team?
This is Lincoln Lancers night. Lincoln is one of the middle school programs that feeds into Poudre High School. So it looks like they're going to announce some of that. So we'll keep this on the field so that you can see that for those of you who would be interested in that.
And the Monarch Coyotes take the field to start the second half.
Welcome to our clearance event with 0% APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
We don't have horses.
Yeah, we do. In this story.
I like that story.
At our annual clearance event, get great deals on tough Toyota trucks, like 0% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2015 Tundra. For more great deals, visit Toyota.com.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
The first glance feature shows account information with just a swipe, making it easy to keep track of my balance. And I like keeping track of things.
Check your balance with just a swipe on the First Bank mobile app.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
I'm Gina, and I am UC Health. I've had some difficult things to face throughout my career, and part of that was dealing with the cancer journey of both of my parents, and I was diagnosed with cancer myself. There's so much that I can bring to my patients because I do understand, and I think that that helps me to be a better cancer doctor.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
I'll tell you who that was.
Mm-hmm. Great coach.
And we're coming back, right. So we're back here. About 10 seconds before the kickoff of the second half. Poudre ahead 21-3. Monarch scoring there at the end of the first half, Dave. And
good chance for a little bit of a comeback there on him. You don't know if you can close the score, but you go into the locker room a little happier. You know, Poudre got out, drove down, got their first touchdown, had a chance to get another one on just a freebie, just a fumble on the 1 yard line. Defensive player picks it up and just takes a step, 6 points. They got a short field and another one and took advantage of that and drove it in. So, you kind of say they had some easy going in the game. They figured they would probably win tonight. Monarch's young team. This is a team that Poudre's already 2-0 and had some good wins. And so if you look at the way the night's gone, kind of had a little lull there. So we'll see if the Impalas can kind of come out in their third quarter here and get some of that drive back into them.
Well, and with these kind of games, you're hoping you're probably going to get some of your substitutes in, your second team, to save some of your starters, but you really want to see your starters do really well, though.
Yeah, you can't take a week off.
You've got to, you want to see some things as a coaching staff before you start bringing in some of the second team guys.
Yeah, they do a good job of rotating people around, but boy, they've got to, like you said, they need to get those guys and get their good reps. So the Impalas will receive the kick here in the third quarter. We saw Elser kick off and had that PA or that field goal. He's got a strong leg. This one, though, is going to take it right about the 3-yard line. Steps up at his 5. Breaks straight up the middle, though. Nice solid tackle past the 20-yard line. Woolridge takes that kick and brings it back out for about a 20-yard return. So Campbell will bring his offense out and set him up on the 24-yard line. And if you got to join us in the first half, Poudre came out and just methodically drove that first drive all the way down and had this bunch formation, which they're coming out. You see it in right now again. Running back Foster set to his left. Shotgun for Campbell, but tight trips to the left side of the formation. Campbell again goes around the outside, patiently goes behind Foster. Defensive player kind of comes in from behind the block that time and makes the tackle, but not for a gain of 7 yards. And right now, Monarch doesn't do any shifting on that, Randy. I wouldn't see there's any reason for them to change because they're still outnumbered as soon as the ball snapped. On that side, you got one more blocker, you got defender. Would imagine the defensive call means that they're going to slant that direction, but we'll see. Now the tight trip formation is to the right side. One extra linebacker. Now the safety goes off the right side. Campbell takes it again, goes down the outside, bounces around, gets first down yardage, so it worked that time, but a little bit better play coverage. Saw Monarch shifting that linebacker out there extra and then the safety covering over the top. Somewhere along the way, though, he's going to take off running there. He's going to pull up and lob one downfield because everybody's coming up to make a tackle, aren't they?
Yes, and you just kind of, we keep going back to this. I think Coach McVicker's just staying pretty vanilla here.
Because he can. And sometimes that's just the best offense to run because if you know what, you're down to pure technique and how bad do you want it. Same formation to the left again here. This time Campbell does go back to pass. Got a man right down the middle. He sees Morton, throws it up, lays over the edge. And it had a chance, but I'll tell you what really made that play there, the break on by the left cornerback, or the right cornerback, number 21, Jackson Beck, the junior, coming across there. And Morton knew he had a little window to catch it, but he was going to get hit, and Beck did hit him.
But I don't know who'd have been the better for that.
Well, that's why I say what a good play by Beck that was, because a much bigger player was going to catch the ball, but he didn't even back off him just a little.
And we've already seen him make a couple of really good plays.
Yep, you're right. So 2nd and 10 now. Paws need to get to their own 44 for a first down. Motion across the formation, give on the jet sweep. Nice cut around the edge there. Is going to get a gain of about 8 or 9. Walby taking that again, and that's been an effective play tonight.
And we see Walby's not a tall kid, and we've kind of seen that now in football where the small back has become the trend.
A little bit more.
There was a time, where the big back, the big heavy back, but tell you what, you can't see that back, behind all the linemen.
No, that cut was right there, and he ran right behind him. Trips to the top of the field now. Morton come in, setting a little more tight in the backfield. Give to Foster straight up the middle, followed Morton through the hole. First down yardage across the 47-yard line now. Officials are kind of letting that one go there, weren't they?
Yeah, not quite sure why.
They come out of the pile with the ball, but there was forward progress was certainly stopped.
But the problem was they didn't blow the whistle.
No,
so
those kids are going to keep playing.
They're still going to try to take the ball away.
Yeah, Landon Sibley, the safety number 11, came out of the pile with the ball, and but the play was well over. So first down yardage gained by the Impalas that time. They'll be snapping on their own 46. Twins to the top. Nearest receiver split to the sideline. Give the ball again to Foster, straight up the middle behind Morton there. Just breaks away from one tackler, shakes another one. Tackle downfield. Nice tackle by the safety, getting the sophomore after about a 12-yard run by Foster.
Well, you know, Foster barely carried the ball last week, and they didn't really need him to, and so he didn't carry the ball very much. They used him way more on defense.
Yep. Does lead the team in tackles, but give him some chance to run the ball again tonight. Erickson ran the ball so well last week, too. Just he's a punishing runner, as is Foster. But I like that play. You say you got Mason Morton, number 87, kind of your lead blocker. That's like having another tackle in the backfield. He's a big lead blocker. Campbell takes a snap. Broken play that time, turned the wrong way, tries to follow up the hole, but nice job by Monarch coming in and shutting that down. So a loss of a couple on the play. That time Campbell just turned to his right, and Foster and everybody else went to the left. Hall makes the tackle for the Coyotes. Pounding off the field, now back in. Woolridge on the top right. That bunch trip formation to the left side, near sideline to you in the screen. Snap to the left end, just running in there. Campbell picks his way, goes through a couple of tacklers, Randy, and just that's a patience run, isn't it?
Oh, it is. And, yeah, I don't know how you game plan for that because we have not seen this in the first two games of him carrying the ball this amount.
No, you almost need to, if you want to try to do it, it's tough. You can't really slide your lineman all the way down, but you want to put that extra linebacker out there. And like I say, when you got basically it's an overbalanced line to that side. Trips on the right side again. Foster there, certainly heavy right formation. And a run to the right side. Campbell's going to get worn out carrying the ball tonight. Gets through, gain about 4 or 5. Short of first down yardage, though. So it'll bring up 4th and short.
So this is a very interesting game plan, isn't it, by Coach McVicker?
Well, I think, as you said before, vanilla. But if it works,
yeah,
who needs chocolate?
Yeah.
You don't need to break that routine. They're executing it well. 7:30 left here to play in the third quarter, 21-3. Paula's moving it down the field methodically here again. Good ball control.
Now they got a first down.
Yeah, they got a break there. They hard count by Campbell caused their left end to just break concentration for a moment, step across, and that's enough for first down yardage. So that moves the ball down to just inside the 31-yard line. Trips to the left side here. Payon 25. Flanked out farthest to the edge. Wolby inside of him. Morton is the slot. All wide from the formation this time. Schoeninger up on the top. Cross in motion. Get the ball in the jet sweep. Cuts upfield, though. A nice job.
He's waiting for him.
Yeah, actually,
number 11.
Yeah, number 11, the safety again coming. That's some nice tackles being made from the safety position that time. Good play recognition by Landon Sibley. Came straight across the line of scrimmage. He knew that that would be his man going downfield anyway.
Good form tackle there, too.
Yeah, it really was. That was Woolridge coming across. The jet sweep has been effective tonight for the Impalas. But that time it was sniffed out early and a loss of 2, so it brings up second and about 2 to almost 13. Campbell back to throw. This time's got a man in the flat, though. Ball tipped, still caught, so no real gain on the play. A catch and a tackle right away. Number 4, Noah Snyder, the junior for the Coyotes, making a quick tackle. Right now, Campbell, he's kind of seen that first option. He's hitting him, isn't he? But we haven't seen him really try to take the ball downfield as we've seen before. Earlier this year, we know he can. But like I say, get that rhythm back, get a couple completions. He's been running it, but he's getting hit a lot. So you might not have that. You might be warm, but you might not have your throwing arm all set. Pulls it back again. This time takes it down the left side. He's got man open.
That's got to be interference, but they're not going to call it.
You know, the ball was so short, the defensive back didn't have to make a play on the ball above him. So I think that's why both the back judge, side judges waved it off.
But I didn't see the cornerback ever turn his head around.
No, he didn't. You know, like that, because the ball hit him in the feet, and he didn't push off too much. It was just kind of a, you see
judgment
it, you call it. Yeah, we
I
saw a play in the Collins and Fossil game last week, fairly similarly, but that ball was thrown deep enough for the receiver to make a play on it to try to go through the receiver, and he got the call. Sometimes you got to sell it and you get it. But that one, as far as Impalas goes, is just a little underthrown.
4th and 11 now.
4th and 11, going to go for it. Probably in no man's land for a punt anyway. Campbell back to throw. He's going to step up and try to run. He's got the edge, Randy. He's going to be able to make the sideline. And what a great move.
He's going to go all the way.
And I'll tell you what makes that play, besides a great run from Campbell there, when you get a chance to go back and see it. But James Campbell picking his way around the left sideline. I don't think that was a called quarterback draw, but he saw everybody bailing out, goes. But the receiver downfield came back to block. He had a chance to throw a big block and really take out a defender, but you know what he got called for? Personal foul.
Right.
That time he sat down and made just a secure block, and I mean, it was a good pop. It was a good football hit, but that was one of those where you, back in the day, you try to run right through somebody. What a great job downfield blocking. PAT by Davis is up. Sneaks it in the left upright there, but I'll tell you, I'm just so impressed, that young man. I wish I don't know if that was who was downfield on that left side. If it would have been 25, would have been Hamby or Paoni, or down there, number 25 for the Impalas, but just a great play recognition, doing the right thing. Those things downfield. We see so many flags called by, you know, a little block in the back, or, you know.
And it's hard to not take advantage of an opportunity for a shot like that.
you got a guy coming there, and it's a football player's dream. You got a tone lock on him, just like in the movies. He doesn't know it's coming, and you just a guided missile. But the way it should be played now is, and the game has evolved that way. You don't do that. That's just an injury waiting to happen, and you get a chance to make a play like that. What a great heads-up play in the block. And Campbell, as we saw, the run was just an excellent run for the touchdown. So the Impalas taking it out to a 28-3 lead with 5:46 left in the third. And happy Impala fans down here below us.
Yeah.
Davis breaks them from their kickoff huddle. See a lot of teams just turn around and kick it from there, but got a team down 28-3. You don't need to do any of that. Line drive kick, though, taken on the 3-yard line. Full speed going right upfield. He goes right by everybody. Got ahead of steam. Going to be out to midfield. Breaks another couple tackles. Still on his feet, Randy. He's going to be caught from behind. But
boy,
what
that's
a great
pretty
run.
Play, wasn't it?
That really was. And I'll tell you, Burgess, number 31 for Monarch, that's one of those just you take off. He hit full speed. He hit that wedge and just broke right through.
Well, and he looks like he can do that. I mean, he looks like a football player. He
He
carries
really
himself
does.
that way.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't surprise me to see him break one like that but boy, is he fast or what?
Yeah, that was an acceleration.
And it was a good cut right there about the 45. And but Poudre's fast. Poudre has some.
No, they came back and got him. Well, and that's also gives you a chance to go back to the just the hustle and the play. Otherwise he'd have gone to the end zone. So after the big return, down to the 38-yard line of the Impalas, Monarch's in business. Beck back, and the ball snapped, and hits that should have been a procedure call.
It should have. It should never have counted.
That shouldn't have been wow. Ball's on the ground. It hit the young man going in motion. Same time somebody moved, and he was actually going forward when the ball hit him.
Yeah, the official just missed.
And it hit the man in motion as it goes across there. So another moment where all of a sudden the game changes on one play. The give-up touchdown on the fumble and the handoff down in the end zone. I think that's one of those rare moments to say, no, we should have had a penalty called on us. You don't really volunteer that, but it looked like there was two players moving and one of them going forward.
Well, to me, that's what caused the fumble was the
mistiming. Yeah.
So
no, it shouldn't have happened there, but it did.
You don't fumble if it was run properly, but
that's why they play the game. So Paul's back on the ball now. Got the ball on their own 41-yard line. Huge change of events after the long return. Give the ball to Walby. Fake the jet sweep. Campbell steps back, throws downfield. A long out pattern. good coverage on the outside there. Just a tough
Well,
throw
he
to
was back on
Schoeninger.
his heel.
Yeah, he didn't step into that ball. He looked around, though, patiently, picked out a receiver. He picked out the right one. Schoeninger did have the break to the outside. That's one of those throws, I think, later in the year, and certainly as a senior, we'll see him step into that ball and make sure that ball still has something on it when it gets there. That might have been Payon out there, 25 on the top. Hard to see on that side of the field with these numbers. Trips the right side now. Morton back in. Lead block, give the ball right to Foster right up the middle. Actually, Erickson, but gain just a so. I'll tell you right now, the Monarch defense starting to fly around, aren't they?
Yeah, number 49 with a nice play there.
Comes up and makes the tackle. That's Nico Heineke, and I'm not going to get that last name, are we? It could be Majri, M-A-G-R-I. Part of the problem with some of these where you've got some hyphenated names and there's more name than there is space, and we
don't
found
even know if that's the whole.
Yeah, we found out before that that's not the whole name in the hard way, but that's what we can see in front of us, folks. So that's what you get. So 3rd and about 8 now. Pulls away, got the out pattern down here. Woolridge catches it just short of first down yardage. Nice tackle.
But they give.
Depends on the spot.
He's going to be right.
I'll go short this time, but you know what a great tackle by number 21, Jackson Beck, who's made several plays tonight too. It's going to be 4th down right at midfield. We're going to get a measurement here by the officials.
Your PA guy's going out on a limb here.
Yeah, he already made a call, but we'll have a commercial, and we'll be back with what they do in 4th down.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around.
I'd say.
They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application in the jet dryer.
We come out of this.
No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You can see right there, they're about a foot short, folks.
And that's just a great tackle. I mean, a good pitch and catch from Campbell to Woolridge out there, but Beck comes up and makes a solid tackle. Stop the forward progress. And comes up 4th and very short, and Poudre has looks like they're not going to bring anybody out to even go into punt formation.
I'll give you 3 guesses who's going to carry the ball. The first 2 don't count.
Yeah, we see that trips formation again there. And this is one of those moments where do you go wide again and somebody comes across the line of scrimmage? We've seen those plays. But if you give the ball to Foster right up the middle.
Well, it'll probably be one of those 2.
Well, that trips play to the right, that's been followed. Here come the blitz. They're going to go around the outside. Campbell picks his way up. He did not get it. What a great fill. And he actually probably lost about maybe a foot or so. But that's going to be a turnover on downs. What a great play by the Monarch defense.
4:15 left here in the 3rd quarter. And
well, you saw number 49 for Monarch. He saw that coming. He let everything else fly. And that's Nico Heineke Majri again.
Well, they knew, and they knew the play. I mean, we knew the play, and certainly the Coyotes knew the play. And
yeah, because if we're not going to be fooled, they weren't going to be fooled.
Yeah, they weren't going to be fooled.
A couple old guys, but
because they've been having to try to stop that play.
Yeah, and that's one of those times where maybe later in the year, you're up now. You're scored. It's 28-3. In another game, you might pull that one back and take that 4th down gamble over the top with a pass. But credit Monarch for stuffing the play and getting the turnover on downs. So the ball right at midfield. Beck out now in the shotgun with that slight bunch to the right, steps back to throw. Try to get it all back. Scrambles his right side. He's going to throw it. Actually catches one of the coaches on the sideline. He's going to get a minus there because he didn't try to catch the ball with his hands. Ball goes to the ground. One of the Poudre coaches had it. Beck just pretty much threw that one away. I like the call, though, Randy, after a big play like that. Try to go back and get one. Because if you're going to get yourself back in the game, you're going to need a few things to happen.
We've seen that when you're this far down, you need a turnover, you need a big play, block punt, something that's.
Mm-hmm. So that wing formation, left, fullback left. Give the ball. Running back goes left side, takes downfield about 9 yards on the gain. So another nice play that time by Cole Polacani. Number 5, I'd say he's probably the smallest player in the field, but a tough runner, isn't he?
No, he is. And I just keep look at that quarterback. He comes around, and
one of these times,
he's going to have the ball in his hand because there's nobody really keying on him at all.
Yep, they take that inside handoff and go. Back under center in that stack eye, 2 fullbacks. This has been a toss play every time they've had it. This time, fumble, the ball's on the ground, bouncing around.
It's a toss.
And actually, this is going to come back. Bradfield was going to go pick it up, and the Impala player from behind him just shoved him down, and he picked up the ball and ran. Now it's going to be called that, but I think the penalty is going to be right there. It's going to go back to Monarch.
What do you think the penalty is?
I'm not sure what they're going to call that because it wasn't a block in the back. They were on offense, so I don't know. But he's impeding the play.
So can you not do that?
No, you can't. Not from behind that way. Just I don't know if it's a personal foul. I'm not sure what the call is, honestly. We do have a flag down here on this sideline, on the near sideline. I think the officials are going to discuss what they got too. Sometimes you know what he did. He did something that wasn't right.
Well,
there's a backyard football play.
Yeah, it looked funny.
Well, the running back for Monarch was going to get it. They're going to call it a block in the back. Okay, that's the best thing I think I'd come up with too. But the defensive player, the ball was loose. They hadn't gained possession yet, but he just knocked down the play. And it's going to be first down yardage now because any kind of play that time, any penalty goes. And another play, another signal call there too for an illegal formation, which would have been the illegal shift, which would have been the penalty on this side, but apparently take it back and then move it forward is what they did. So they took the one penalty back and they took the block in the back forward 10, and that results in a first down. So if you're following at home with higher math and a calculator, you went back 5, went 10 forward. And it's a first down.
That equals the 39-yard line.
Yes, exactly. After all that, same play, tossing in right. Bradfield goes up, nice, picks his way again. That's just been an effective play there, that heavy stack guy. 2 fullbacks right behind the quarterback, and they've done a toss play on that every time. This time,
well, I
no
like
fumble.
the toss because the toss kind of makes you assume it's going to go outside, but they cut that in just over the tackle, it seems like.
Teams, basically the college version of that, we've seen, or it's still just a toss ISO because he's following both of those guys right up the hole, not going wide. But you said he's got the ability to do it. Back under center again, same play. Bradfield picks away around first down yardage, spins off one tackle, carrying guys downfield.
So is he making a read there as to where he's going to go, or is
he
it
gets his
designed to go
choice.
there?
I think it's designed to be inside the tackle. But if he saw, if the outside's there, although they're, like I said, they like to run it right up the middle. That's a very strong running team. That's what their identity is. And another first down and ball down to the 25-yard line.
Well, they're stacking up some yards now on the ground, too.
Oh, they really are. Yeah. Well, you could almost wonder if the total offense is starting to get almost equaled out. So first down, Monarch on the 26-yard line. Give the fullback this time. He pops up the middle. Umpire throws a flag right away, so we can all pretty much guess what that's going to be. But quickly tackled after a couple yards.
2:23 left here in the third quarter.
Interior guys that time out there, Foster, and also along with Jacob Lippert, 45, making the plays on the interior. Also down lineman that time, 42, Tanner Pierrick, and we got Marsh out here at left corner. Erickson, Woolridge back there, safety Erickson, left outside linebacker. So the chop block, and that's a big one. Spot foul, personal foul, brings it back 15, which is a rule that I really do like in high school because you just don't protect yourself as well as a younger player, and that's where knees come involved. They break the huddle, but they still haven't marked the ball, so I think they're going to have to back up.
And we're back to the
37-yard line.
So the game has come to a crawl.
Yeah, it really has.
In the third quarter.
Taking the air out of it, haven't they? Back into the too tight formation, the bunch formation now. back under center, short motion. Give going to the left side. Nice break to the outside, though. Good inside-out tackle that time. Defensive back, or actually Dylan Foster. Just great angle that time taken. That 44 reminded me of 44. We saw that last year from Rocky Mountain and Max McDonald. That linebacker angle comes up behind the play there and just takes the ball carrier down, loss on the play. Beck back to throw, takes the ball over the middle, hits his tight end. Scott Webb going down there.
Oh.
Well, that was a great hit, but that was just a pop that took him down. That was a nice tackle.
It looks like they both decided, okay, let's just do a normal hit here.
Yeah. Woolridge came in.
I'll go down and you
put a good lick on him, and you act like you got me. But no, that was a good tackle. Any tackle by a defensive back in the open field that gets the guy down is a good tackle. Some look a little better than others, but you get him down, you've done your thing there. That's for sure. So it brings up 3rd and 9 now. Monarch back to a manageable 2 downs. I'm sure they'll go for it on 4th. But a timeout's going to be taken on the field, taken by Monarch. So we'll take a timeout here in the booth and be right back.
Welcome to our clearance event with 0% APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
We don't have horses.
Yeah, we do. In this story.
I like that story.
At our annual clearance event, get great deals on tough Toyota trucks, like 0% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2015 Tundra. For more great deals, visit Toyota.com.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back here. Minute 51 left. 3rd quarter, 28-3, Poudre over Monarch.
Beautiful night here at French Field. Thanks for tuning in to watch us. Thanks again to our sponsors, Pedersen Toyota, First Bank, UC Health, and Schrader Oil, helping us bring you these Poudre School athletes in the contest right here at French Field this year. So 3rd and 9, now big play. Beck back in the shotgun. Snap is left to left, gets tipped up in the air. He catches. He's just got to run for his life, go around the right side, dives forward. Still a loss of about 5 or 6, and he takes a pretty good hit on that one, which is you're going to be in a bad way because your backup quarterback McIntyre already went out of the game.
Well, he jumped up in the air. He kind of hit himself with the ground, probably harder than it needed to be.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where he's a sophomore. He's playing pretty well tonight, really is.
Mm-hmm.
But
probably all slide there.
Well, just go down, son, because you're not going to make anything out of that.
Right.
And the official's actually walking over to him. He's going to walk him off. He said, "You're not just paying attention to the young man's health." Now the question is, who's going to be the backup quarterback on 4th and 13? If Coach Brahma might now just think about going and trying to kick the field goal. It'd be a 46-yarder.
Yeah, but the first one they kicked,
he's got the leg.
He's got the leg for sure.
Yeah. So the play coming in. Number 15 coming in to play.
Nate Johnson.
Yep. Junior. Tough place to bring yourself into on 4th and 14. Got to get it down to about the 15-yard line. Bunch formation. Toss. Student body right side. Oh, what a great fill and a tackle.
Is that 47?
42. And Tanner Perry came up and filled that hole just the way you draw it up on defense. Came in lower there, wrapped up Bradfield, took him straight down on the spot. So once again, another turnover on downs, which we've had that happen several times in the game already. 2 defenses flying around, tackling well. Poudre gets a little bit momentum back here on offense, see if they can kind of get their rhythm back.
Mentioned again tomorrow night, our game, Mountain Range coming to visit the Fossil Ridge Sabercats in a homecoming night game.
Be as exciting a game as last year with Andrew Sprayberry scoring at the very end to win homecoming. Great drive and clutch play by the Fossil Ridge offense at the end there. Give this time the running back up the field, claws his way and just bouncing off of people. Gain of about 6. JT Erickson, the ball carrier, number 32. just a good physical workman-like night for the offense. Most of it on the ground tonight, not too much through the air. As you said, though, earlier, Randy, there's not much really reason to go and show things, but, you still need live fire to practice things you want to do in any sport, don't you?
Yes, you do.
It's a difference, so I'd almost look to see if Campbell has a few more chances to throw the ball. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Give this time back to Erickson, followed Morton up through the hole. Nice job, though. Monarch still fighting on defense. Ball's going to be probably just about a half yard short of first down territory, and that'll be the last play here of the third quarter, so we'll be back to bring you the fourth quarter.
I am UC Health.
I am UC Health.
I'm Jill, and I am UC Health. Laughter clubs bring people together in ways that are unmatched. It helps you decrease stress. It helps you relax more. So at UC Health, they allow us to embrace the community, embrace our members, and do some really wonderful things.
Our roots run deep at the University of Colorado Health. Share your roots at imuchealth.org.
So we're back here, beginning of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes left to go. Regulation, 28-3. Poudre Impalas are, I don't know what they're definitely playing well enough to win, and the Monarch has started playing better.
Well, Monarch, it's like the game's kind of settled down. I don't think that, Poudre knows that the game's really not pretty much in danger. They've played well. They got a couple of gifts early, took advantage of them as you should. And, they've been consistent here, but not with the feverish pitch in a game that would be most competitive like we saw the first game against Collins, etc. Not every week is the same game. There'll be bigger contests later in the year, and we'll see how that shakes out here in the next couple of weeks when conference play starts. So third and very short. Campbell back in shotgun formation. Give off the right side, big hole outside on the outside. Erickson's going to get first down yardage. Gains about 5-6 yards out past the 45-yard line to the 46. Nice play call. Put it in a steady running back's hands for good short yardage gain. Move those chains. First play of the fourth quarter is nets at a first down for the Impalas, and I think we'll probably see a pretty steady run progression.
Well, and I think if they score another touchdown, too, you'll probably see McFadden come in.
Yeah, you want to start getting some other kids some repetition. That always pays off for your future for sure. Morton back to the inside. When he does that, they run the ball up the middle, and they've done it again here. Erickson hurdles somebody at the line of scrimmage, gains about 4.
Again, I want to thank you for watching us here on Channel 10, Comcast Channel 10, and StreamItSports.com. Randy McCoy, David Haase here with you.
Not a night for a lot of crowd participation, as the game was kind of decided fairly early. Still cheering the Impalas on. It's kind of nice to see the Lincoln Middle School teams out at halftime. Campbell, though, on the bootleg out the left side, looks downfield. It's got a man wide open. Good pass that time. I think that's Walby down there.
Folks, not every high school quarterback can make that pass.
Yep.
Sprinting to his left, throwing back to his right.
That was Woolridge. Yeah, Woolridge, number 24. And Woolridge did a good job of just going and finding the spot, sitting there, first down yardage. And Campbell, the difference between last year to this year, he took his time, got around that side there. Like I said, he threw a strike, but then he also let that receiver clear that open spot. He was the middle receiver. There was a deeper one, a shorter one, but he found the right one. First and 10 now, Impalas inside the 40. Low snap, it's on the ground, picked up. Flag on the right side, though. Campbell tries to go to the edge. Shakes one tackler. Still on his feet. I think it's going to come back, though. I think we're going to have a procedure penalty right away. As soon as the ball was snapped, that flag was in the air about 20 feet.
We've lost all of our breeze now, haven't we?
Yeah, it's just a calm, cool night here in Fort Collins. Chamber of Commerce fall evening here in the Rockies. So an illegal motion. Moving back 5 yards is the call. First down again. Poudre needs to get just down to the 28-yard line. First down distance. Kind of calling the play from a broken huddle this time. Erickson comes back in. Campbell's got to give him the play. Trips here to the near side. Morton in tight. Low snap again handled. Erickson picks it up in the middle, breaks off one tackler, sheds his way on down. Tackled by the safety there in the middle field, number 11 coming up, Landon Sibley. And that sophomore safety back there has had a good game for Monarch, but when you say your safety is one of your leading tacklers, that's not a good night for your defense.
No, it's not a good sign.
Kudos for that offensive line for the Impalas doing the work up front. And a good run by Erickson. Like I say, he got hit and after crossing the line of scrimmage there, but shook that tackler off and took it downfield for a couple more yards. Gain of about 9, brings up 2nd and 6. Made about most of that penalty back and some. Another low snap, though, handled by Campbell. Erickson bounces it back to the outside. Campbell leading the block on the edge. Good change of direction again. Erickson just showing some good footwork. I think the ball might have hit the ground over there, too, where people are kind of running around. Saw Zach Leal, number 6, jump over there quickly on the ball. He might have already been down. Either way, though, good run by Erickson. Ends up in a first down yardage. So ball now on the 27-yard line. Pound down here near sideline, clear tight to the side, outside the numbers even on the split. No safety over the top. Give going on the right side on the jet sweep, cut straight up the middle is Woolridge. And as it starts to happen in the fourth quarter of a lot of football games in a run-heavy formation, here comes another flag. It's a holding call. That'll move him back 10 yards.
Which actually is counterproductive because it stops the clock, and the very thing Poudre's trying to do is run the clock out.
Yep. I think the guys that made up those rules knew what they're doing, didn't they? So holding is the call. Just a beautiful night for football.
Again, want to thank Marty Cesario and Samantha Peters, Cody McCoy for this past Tuesday night's broadcast volleyball.
And what a great lineup we have this fall.
Yeah, Loveland and Rocky Mountain beats Loveland in 5 sets. Goes into overtime in the 5th set, so had a great broadcast. It'll be an instant classic. I'll make sure and get that out on Twitter so you can go back and watch that.
Saw where Macy Linney for the Rocky Mountain Lobos committed to Bowling Green. Stand out. Another, like the 3rd player from the Rocky Mountain girls soccer team committed. Young Furrow, Balin Furrow, committed to CSU. Whistle for a stop. And another flag, a little cheap shot at the end. So the side judge stopped play right away. I didn't see a penalty come out. But then a couple players didn't stop at the whistle, did they?
No, they didn't.
And I don't know who's going to get called for it, frankly.
Sloppy here.
You know, somebody got a head to the face, which is an automatic personal foul. Yeah, the game's kind of, the mental edge is starting to kind of go. So legal procedure on Impalas. 5-yard penalty, and then after the play called, we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct on the Impalas. So that's going to be a 20-yard loss on a play that you're trying to run the clock, and before they're already down. So we've had some long distances to go to get a first down, but right now the Impalas need to get inside the 17-yard line of the Monarch Coyotes, and they're going to be snapping the ball from their own 44-yard line. So if you want to do the math on that one, but what did our
39, I believe.
What did our illustrious Godfather used to say? Is that it's like
fourth and Loveland on that one?
Yeah, first and Loveland to go.
Or first and Loveland,
yeah.
39 to be exact.
Yeah, need to get to about 29th Avenue in North Loveland for a first down tonight. But with the legs or the arm of James Campbell, I think it's certainly possible.
Well, and, I think if I was Monarch, I would, they're going to run the ball. I was going to say I'd be playing a little deeper.
Yeah, Erickson breaks out of there, shakes off a couple tackles, but good penetration. Just a good job of keeping him corralled there. A strong run again. You don't get cheated when you get a chance to go up and tackle J.T. Erickson. You're gonna give as good as you get. Gain of about 4 brings up 2nd and 30-something. You've got to look at the clock from here. I can't see it.
36, they're saying.
Yeah.
Just over 7 minutes left.
And you almost got to wonder now, you run the ball a couple times like that, you take the ball at minute, you take about 2 minutes off the clock, punt it if you have to. Strong man defense, single safety to the top. Campbell, a design run for the quarterback, shakes off one tackler, breaks the outside. He's got an angle, Randy. He's going to make first down yardage. If he gets the corner, it's a touchdown, and he does. Nope. Actually, the official stops on the far sideline at about the 22-yard line and is going to mark him out of bounds.
Boy, he's fast, isn't he?
Yeah, the acceleration's the biggest part of that, isn't he? He gets going. He gets that overdrive gear quickly, and you can't arm tackle him up high because he's just quick.
He reminds you a little bit of Sigsby from last year. When he runs.
Yeah. Well, he showed good patience that time because he didn't. You got to wait just that second, get those linebackers to turn and make their hips and their shoulders open up to start to drop into their pass drop. As soon as you do that, then he took off. That was more of a veteran play compared to last year, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. And so they pull off the improbable. Very near first down yardage. You're down to 3rd and 6. Fake the jet sweep, rolls out his right side. He's got a man open downfield, overthrows Morton. Flag on the far side, though, right away. Yeah, that one he kind of rushed just a little bit that time. Looks like to be a penalty again against Poudre. Referee is talking to the captains from Monarch, and whatever the penalty is, they took it because they're going to move him back. Just a procedure penalty. I don't know if I would give him 4th and 6 versus 3rd and 11. Get a chance to find out, though, don't we?
Yeah, we do. But I think I agree with you.
Defense has been. They've given up some big plays, obviously, but they've been playing pretty well. That run by Campbell there is kind of one of the exceptions. That he's had 2 long runs tonight. Other than that, not been the prolific offensive night that we could have expected.
Well, you take away the 2 fumbles, and it's a 14-3 game.
Yep.
So
3rd down snap. Campbell back this time to throw. Going to have no chance. He's snowed under, and actually it's going to be, I think, a face mask call on the top of it. Would be a spot foul. I don't think the young man did it on purpose. He just kind of corralled him around the neck.
Well, they haven't got to Campbell the whole game, so they were kind of.
They blitzed and came after him there.
Had a little party at the quarterback.
Yeah, everybody was there, and he just jumped over the top of his blocker and kind of grabbed him around the shoulders. I don't know if it's a horse collar or a face mask. And it's going to be a personal foul face mask, which all face mask penalties are. There used to be an incidental, face mask for 5 yards. But what that does, more importantly than the 15 yards, automatic first down. So talk about getting let out of jail.
They went from 1st and 39, and they could not keep him from getting a first down.
Yeah. Kind of a story of the night for Monarch. They even, when they've had some success, something seems to happen against them. Some untimely fumbles in the worst possible places.
Well,
some good plays by Poudre.
It's actually 3rd and 4, so it wasn't a first down. They're not.
After the play, don't know why I'm wrong on that one, though. Campbell, either way, that runs away from one tackle. Steps up on the quarterback draw. Just the keeper right up the middle. Certainly inside the 10-yard line is first down yardage now.
Hear the public address announcer in the background. 1st and goal to go.
Yep. And what a long yo-yo of a drive here. I'm not sure how many yards they've gained. They've had about 30 against them in penalties and 15 for them. So,
well, they've gone down almost the length of field twice.
Yeah. It's a long drive there. Fake the drive. Gets the ball right at the running back. Shaking off a couple tackles inside the 5. Erickson takes it down.
Hopper makes the stop for the Coyotes. Second and goal from the 5.
So second and goal just inside the 5-yard line. Poudre being nice and methodical, Randy, just taking their time, good composure.
Just coming on 6 minutes to go in the game.
Low snap again. Campbell gives the ball up underneath. Running back still kind of pushing down. And I liked what Campbell did there too. You saw him. Susie gave the handoff. He stood up and still faked the pass to the outside. You're not. The play's not done. And you've heard me harp on that before. If you hand the ball up and stand there and become a spectator, you're not helping.
No.
And he kept the play. And he finished off his responsibilities nicely. If that make that safety just to take a look, or linebacker to take a look, that might be the step that your running back needs. So third and goal to go with about the 4. Good stop that time by Monarch. Campbell again on the keeper, dances around, tries to get through the pile. Goes up just a couple yards.
That's a flag in the back, so I'm not sure if that was a late hit or...
The umpire throws a flag down there, and it's kind of tough for us to pick up the fraction there, but
it's against Poudre.
You almost think it had to be a hold. Having quite a conversation about it, though, aren't they? Comes the referee. They're going to pick it up and wave it off. That's what the conversation was for. Sometimes the best call is the one that you say that you were incorrect on. So the ball's placed down again. 4th down, ball in the 3. Clock's running. Play coming in from the sideline. Common sight in all levels of high school or college now, and then even some of the pros, they'll look to the sideline. But actually now with all that indecision on 4th down, Campbell turns around and calls timeout. And the coaches are saying, just come on over, we'll make sure the play we want to get, and we'll be back.
Welcome to our clearance event with 0% APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
We don't have horses.
Yeah, we do. In this story.
I like that story.
At our annual clearance event, get great deals on tough Toyota trucks, like 0% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2015 Tundra. For more great deals, visit Toyota.com.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back here. 4:59 left here in the 4th quarter. 28-3 is our score.
After that timeout, Poudre breaks the sideline huddle. Twin receivers split out. Erickson set back next to Campbell to his right side in the pistol. Kind of spread that defense out. And we've got a flag before it even gets going. It's going to be a legal procedure on Poudre. None's going to drive a coach a little more batty than you come out of a timeout and then you have a mental error. The procedure call means you are just moving, and I think that's going to bring Austin Davis out, because that's going to make it 4th and goal to go from the 8.
That's almost a chip shot for him, but...
Well, it's one of those, go ahead and take the time. I mean, is it material to the game? To kick a field goal here? No, but, the practice.
Yes.
As we always say, live fire is such a difference there, and gives Davis a chance now to, field goal practice. You don't always want to have to make your kicker have to make a kick that really counts. Not that it won't go on the board, but good chance to get out there in all kinds of situations. Ball's going to be spotted about the 13-yard line. High snap, the Woolridge gets it up. Blocked, though, by Monarch. Ball's in the air. Woolridge picks it up. He can advance it. But he's going to go nowhere. So Monarch makes a play, denies Poudre, and kudos to Monarch and their defense and just the effort they've made in this game and the way this second half has been playing. They're playing tough. No quit.
I mean, they've pretty much played them even in the second half. And again, you take away the 2 fumbles that Poudre barely had to go. I mean, they had to go maybe 20 yards total for the 2 touchdowns. This is a competitive game, and
Monarch's doing pretty well. I mean, the credit obviously goes a lot to Poudre's defense. They've shut down Monarch's offense pretty well, but Monarch's defense, on the other hand, has done pretty well against a pretty good offense. But when the game, you take advantage of what everybody gives you, and Poudre certainly did. But down 28-3, now Monarch's going to come out in their too tight, the bunch formation. Give the ball fullback up the middle, goes along, gives himself about a 3-yard gain. It's really not a catch-up offense.
No. 4:33 left and down by 25, and fullback up the middle. So, but as we were talking outside to Coach Yonkers, this is what Monarch has done, and typically they get ahead and then they're able to run this offense.
Yeah, if you get ahead of this offense, then it's like I said, it is truly like Novocaine. It's going to work on you slowly, and you look up and everything's over. Poudre with the 5-down lineman, 4 linebackers right behind it. Once again, give to the inside back. There are a lot of angles they can come after you there, and that's number 5 again. And he's had a good night tonight on some runs, certainly probably in the 50, 60 yards rushing. But the sophomore, Policoni, tough to find back there. And that's to say, you just got to be patient because it looks like everything's going away from you. And they give that little inside handoff to the opposite side wing back who comes up back underneath. And if you leave your assignment, you're going to leave a lane open there. But credit to Poudre's defense and the coaching tonight. That's not happened. So 3rd and about 7 now. They need to get past the 20-yard line. Toss the right side on that kind of toss ISO. Stumbles. Somebody just got his feet because he was going out the end of that pile, Randy, and he one more step and he got the first down. But when you're down 20-3, every series is 4th down yardage to go. They're getting right back underneath it. Toss play again the right side. Bradfield steps up. First down easy. He's out in the open. It's just a foot race for a touchdown now. You can watch on the camera. They're going to run out of real estate, and yes, they do. A great effort. But, boy, you pop through there. Everybody got the line of scrimmage. You see that happen. If you make a bit of a play, you get to the front, and number 25 for the Monarch Coyotes takes it to the distance. Alex Bradfield, who's had a pretty good game tonight, and he's had his moments, that time showed some speed.
Well, he showed some speed, but he also showed some perseverance to keep his speed up.
Yeah.
Because he had a defender. Yeah, he had a defender, and it's tough to run that far, that fast.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Woolridge or Walby trying to run him down, but he just had too far to go to reel him in. So Elser in to kick. And that one was just off. The hold was off the side. There's a tee being used there, and that was just not a good set down and good kick attempt. So nothing to gain on the PAT. Makes it 28-9 with 2:52 left here in the game.
And what I loved about that call by Monarch, it was a quick count. It was 4th down.
Yep.
They got right up, and what do we always say? If you fall asleep and you do that quick counter right up the middle and you don't have a safety back there, boom.
Yeah. Hey, step behind him.
And that was classic. That was classic.
So put a little excitement back in there. Gives Monarch something to cheer about. Obviously,
something to hang their hat on too.
Yeah, it's basically they've touchdown for touchdown this half.
And that's what Coach Bravo will be talking about, come tomorrow at practice.
Exactly.
Hey, guys, you played this.
A veteran coach will tell a young team that, listen, you played this game pretty competitively. You dug a hole, but then you did about as well as you could going out of it. They'll learn and grow from it.
Not sure if they'll do a onside kick here or not.
Poudre's thinking, though. They got 10 up front. Elser back to kick. He's got the 4 and the 5 of the both sides that time. But he drives the ball deep. Goes definitely into the end zone. Nice strong leg again. No chance for the Impalas to return it. So the Impalas will start first and 10 at their own 20.
2:52 left here.
2 timeouts apiece, whether or not that'll actually play into anything that goes on here. But down 19 points, and if you're Monarch, you'd love to get a strip of the ball or something like that to happen. Obviously, ball safety now is what you want to have. I would imagine just a steady dose of Dylan Foster or JT Erickson at running back, and if they can get a couple first downs out of it, that would probably pretty much sew the game up.
I'm not sure you're going to get that ball out of Campbell's hands.
Yeah, but I'd love to get my running backs, not to get my quarterback taking too many hits. Low snap, give the ball to Foster. Monarch, it was everybody, 7, 8 guys coming straight forward. Timeout taken, though, right away by Monarch on the field, so they're going to try to stretch this out and see if they get a chance to make a play or two. You know, and things happen. You know, there's still plenty of time. If you got a lucky bounce, I mean, certainly Poudre got one early in the game and stepped in the end zone. You get a bounce up on a fumble, you score, you know, and you got it down to less than 10. You get an onside kick. I mean, there's stories written about great comebacks. So when you give up, so will your kids.
Well, and the other thing is, you're going to have a game that you're going to need to play this way, so you need to model that for your team too. That, you know, we take a timeout in these situations, even if the score is, you know, out of reach.
Yep. Another shout out to Big E. Eric Sampson telling us that Collins picks up another win tonight. They beat Horizon in volleyball, 3-0. They went right through that. Good day for Collins in softball and volleyball. We're told that Fossil Ridge lost just by 1 run to the #1 team in the state in softball, and today 6-5. So certainly no shame in that in a contested game. Haley Donaldson, they said, first pitch of the game, she hits a 2-run homer. First pitch she sees, I guess, but she's having a super year.
Who's that?
Haley Donaldson.
Haley Donaldson, yeah. Yep. What a strong player she is.
A Nebraska softball commit. Give the ball again up the running back. Breaks her on the outside, breaks off a couple tackles. Going downfield, that's Dylan Foster looking for somebody to hit. And you know what else he did at the end there? He kept himself in bounds. Now we got a little bit of chawing going on. We got a couple flags in the air. Somebody feels like they got a shot taken at him, and so we'll have unsportsmanlike penalty certainly coming. I don't know who started it, but sometimes you both get credit for it, and could be offsetting.
Well, I think number 4 for Monarch deserves extra credit on that one, because he was hot. I don't know. Somebody must have
hit
him in the wrong way or something.
So often is the case that you retaliate, you get to get the call. So this is a call from the referee. It is going to be a personal foul. First one called against Monarch. You're going to have a personal foul called against Poudre. So they will offset. And I agree when officials do that. You know, it was a first down run, but let's get a chance to. Both guys, you know, didn't happen in a vacuum.
No.
Generally. And they're competitive young men out there, and they're flying around. Things can happen. Certainly hasn't gone the way of Monarch tonight. Most of that because of the play of the Impalas. Snap, give the ball again up the middle. Foster taken down after just a yard or two, but the clock still running. 2:19 after the one timeout. The clock did stop after the penalty. Only one timeout left now, and I think it'd probably come after this play if they are going to use it.
Brower on the stop there for Monarch.
Yeah, had a good game. You got to credit Monarchs. That's not a bad football team over there. They're going to get some wins this year. You just got to kind of mature and get better as you go along. Unfortunately, the tuition to pay for that is generally several losses, and but that's not going to be a bad football team. We could probably be talking about them next year like we talk about Poudre now. They had a rough year last year, but a pretty good one start to this year. Foster around the right side again this time. Stays in bounds. Smart running back play. Goes down. Going to bring up about 3rd and 6. Timeout's going to be called by Monarch on the far side.
And we'll take a break.
Who wants more peas?
Go away.
Oh, Daddy hates pop-up ads. Who wants
Go
more?
away.
Hashtag dinner time.
Scroll forward.
Choose selfie. No! Selfie.
Go forward.
Delete selfie.
Go away.
Send picture.
Bookmark.
No.
Go away.
No, post photo.
Scroll up. Scroll forward.
Hashtag gravy.
Faster. Go faster.
The First Bank mobile app. Technology has never been so easy.
So we're back here. We hear the Poudre cheer squad. And that's the last time Monarch can stop the clock, I believe. So
chance now for the Impalas if they can get the first down on this play, and I would imagine they'd punt it away on 4th just to make the field a little longer, but we'll certainly see the clock go away pretty quickly now. Woolridge on the run play gives the jet sweep to Woolridge around the left end. Pushes Foster in front of him, pushing around there, getting close, just maybe right at the first down marker. We'll see what they come up and mark it. Poudre certainly wants to go for this one. None of those offensive players want to come off the field, do they?
No, they don't. And
the officials are going to stop the clock for a measurement, though, which is just as good as a timeout for Monarch. What's your eagle eye call on this one? I'm going to say they're short.
Yeah, I think they're short by 3 inches. 3.5.
That'd be the front half of the football or just from the stripe? Either way, you're pretty close. They are short.
4 inches. Minute 12 left. If they get a first down, they can go into victory formation.
Yeah, that would pretty much do it here. They are going to go for it. I think it's a pretty good call. You're basically up 3 scores. Say tune in tomorrow night on streamitsports.com/PSD. Again, we're going to have the homecoming game for Fossil Ridge hosting Mountain Range. We'll watch this live on Channel 10, PSD TV. So Poudre with the slots both sides, 2 receivers wide each side. Foster set back next to Campbell. Monarch looking to play run the entire way. Foster switches sides there now. Snap of the ball, you're going to see 8 players from Monarch all coming towards the middle, Randy.
Well, they're trying to get him to jump off here.
Yeah, I think that might be right, too.
Down to 49 seconds left.
So Poudre takes a timeout on the play. I'm not sure what to discuss. Maybe there was a little indecision. They've had one instance after coming out of timeout before, and they got to it. So we will be back after the timeout here. Hopefully our final one here at Frenchfield tonight.
Welcome to our clearance event with 0% APR financing on the Tundra.
We're going to use it to tow our boat.
I'm going to tow my boat and my ATVs.
We're going to tow our boat, ATVs, and horses.
We don't have horses.
Yeah, we do. In this story.
I like that story.
At our annual clearance event, get great deals on tough Toyota trucks, like 0% APR financing for 48 months on a new 2015 Tundra. For more great deals, visit Toyota.com.
Let the towing begin.
Toyota, let's go places.
So we're back here for the final 45 seconds. Literally, if they make the first down, it might not even need to run another play.
No, I think you're right. So once again, we're going to have 3 receivers right side, 1 in tight. Monarch, everybody coming to the ball. Campbell just runs around his right side. He's going to get first down yardage. Goes down the sideline, going to be knocked out about the 32-yard line. So that should pretty much do it from here at French Field tonight. Great play by James Campbell again, who's tonight his more valuable with his legs and his arm, but that's the dual threat quarterback that you'd like to have.
Yeah, and he's by far the star of the game or MVP. See over there, McIntyre, who's.
Yeah.
Or no, I can't tell if that's McIntyre or if it's. That's the kicker, actually.
Actually, putting a few things away, but yeah, McIntyre's the young man that got probably a little concussed earlier today. We saw him on the bench. Kind of the victory formation now for Poudre. Final play of a contest that really wasn't in doubt because of the score, but both teams still competed. Hats off to the Monarch Coyotes, Randy, because they never gave up. They pushed hard. Bradfield, the running back, finished for well over 100 yards tonight on the ground, but not enough with the effort from the defense from the Impalas and James Campbell and the running of J.T. Erickson and Dylan Foster.
Yeah, it was just too much too early, and you know, like you said, it was about an even game second half, but that's it from tonight from French Field. Our score 28-9, Poudre over Monarch. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Fossil Ridge Mountain Range. For David Haase Ethan Dayton, I'm Randy McCoy. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Poudre School District High School Football, live on Stream It Sports and PSD Channel 10, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil, your local fuel company. By UC Health, our roots run deep. By Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado.